Okay. Put that right there. So.
I do believe I'm ready now.
Yes, I do believe
My
we
body
are.
is ready.
I do believe we are ready. So, if you haven't read the recap, it's fine. I'm going to do. God damn it! Let me clear these drawings.
Son of a whore.
The basic recap. Read the long recap on your own if you want. But essentially, what is going down right now? You guys have completed the Worldhammer arc and are now venturing off into the Shadowfell, where your goal now is to effectively invade Barovia and Castle Ravenloft and obtain the Chalice of Souls from Strahd himself.
Yeah.
Completing the Worldhammer arc. What was I gonna say? This effectively puts you. How do I want to word this? In a fresh state. So if you're like still kind of iffy on like what has happened before, I promise you it'll all come back. It's all gonna fall into place. You probably remember more than what you think. But anyways, let's go around and introduce everybody's character just for the sake of time. I don't like the dragged out person knocks on the door. This is this person.
Yeah.
Explain your character.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of time, let's go ahead and introduce everybody's characters, and then when we start, it's essentially introductions are out of the way. So, in order of the Zoom call, go ahead, Rap, and introduce your character and what you are.
Hi, my name's Reggie.
I'm gonna skip for a moment.
A Xiaolong monk. Punch things. That's it.
Okay. We have a man who punches things. All right, Eli, go ahead.
With these hands.
I'm Vigram Irwood. I'm a druid. And I have Brutus with me. Big ape.
Monkey.
And just so we're all clear, anything you say is only what you've given to the party. So the party will only know. It's not like
What do you homies look like?
Shit, right?
Yeah.
Backstory.
Rap.
Okay,
Rap. What do you look like?
I am pretty cut, dry, average human.
Yeah, your token
I
looks like
have
Jack
blue
Harlow if
eyes.
he was a monk.
Short black hair. Slightly tan skin. Kind of like my picture.
Okay, Eli.
He's also tan. He's got a green cloak, leather armor, got a big shield, scimitar, and an ape. His ape is just a bunch of gray and brown fur.
What you would normally think of like an ape, a gorilla.
Right.
Okay.
I love it.
Magilla Gorilla?
Gildroy, you want to introduce your?
All right,
Well,
Gildroy.
You kind of you're you've kept your character, but just for Eli.
For
Yeah.
recap and
Recap purposes.
remind people.
Yeah.
Gildroy Meridris is a fair-skinned human. He's got white hair. He's kind of got grayish blue eyes. Very posh. Very much a dick. Let's see here. I don't know where else to go with this, to be honest.
You're a human wizard.
Human wizard. Does have a full-length finger ring on his index. Kind of wearing simple travel clothes, basically. Kind of like he's bundled up just a little bit.
Okay. Aurelius, you can go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Aurelius Marcus Grimnar. As far as appearance goes, he's a built motherfucker. He's 6'1", 210 pounds, so he's thick.
I sidewalk
I've
cracking motherfucker.
Yeah. I've got long black hair. It's like shoulder length black hair, kind of like the picture I've got, except it's more kept back. I guess not kept back. It's out of my face, but it's still kind of a mess usually. With just a light beard going on, nothing crazy. I do have like a dark yellow eyes, which is probably the most notable feature. And then as far as my armor and stuff goes, I've got a couple short swords on my sides. And then I'm wearing scale mail, but it's like gladiator style scale mail, so imagine it's kind of like straps and just kind of loose fitting on me. It doesn't cover everything. It's kind of supposed to be showy, you know. And I am a gladiator as my class.
Okay. Billy Joe?
Yep. So my name's Billy Joe Jacobson. I'm a human gunslinger. I'm best around in Damascus. That's where I was born from. I got 2 revolvers on my hips. I got a rifle slinged on me and a shotgun. So I'm ready for any situation.
Kidded.
Howdy, partners.
A gotcha.
Yeah.
You
So,
gotcha, hyper.
so, yeah, essentially, to go over like the goal of the campaign, right? You guys have been recruited by a dragonborn named Felix Thibodeau to obtain artifacts throughout the material plane, in the planes of existence.
And adjacent.
Yes, in adjacent planes to effectively stop what is occurring in the plane of Addajio, which is a plane created by a demigod whose sole purpose is to expand the realm of Addajio in the sense of not just within the realm itself, but to branch off and take over other planes.
Subsume other realms.
Yes. And these artifacts are attuned to the demigod, Beirut. So essentially, like has been said before, Horcruxes, I guess. Obtaining these artifacts and getting them in the right hands to destroy them or keep them out of the wrong hands is essentially what's going on. More so to
like the
just
World
destroy
Hammer.
them. Yes, like the World Hammer. Last we convened, you guys had just completed the World Hammer arc, and like I said, moving on to the Shadowfell portion, where you must obtain the Chalice of Souls from Castle Ravenloft. So, now that you all have introduced yourselves, Felix has called a meeting. This is about a week after the World Hammer. You guys came back, gave Leonid to Felix.
We're just at our castle at the moment.
Yes, the mansion, yeah.
Yeah, well, whatever it is. Sorry.
I'm gonna drag you over to Northcrest Keep.
Our MTV crib.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
And I still have not made a token for Felix. I remember, like, I was watching the last sessions saying I was gonna do that, and I just forgot again. So,
Why is the map so blurry?
it's probably loading for
yeah.
you and your internet.
Yeah.
Has it loaded for some people?
Yes.
Yes.
Me.
I
Yeah,
see
I'm
it.
kind of zooming into where we are.
Yeah. Is it still loading for you, Rap?
No, I'm in.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I'm on draw. Oops.
Yeah, everybody chill. You guys in your... Let me fucking...
Yeah, just coming into existence, guys. Don't worry, it's just a traumatic experience.
Is
Is there
there
a way to get
snap to
the
grid?
No.
Yeah.
I'd have to set it up for this, and it's not
that's
set up
okay.
for it. So, yes, it's been about a week since you guys have turned in the World Hammer and Leonid to Felix. And for the better part of the week, you guys have been resting and kind of getting your things together in preparation to do this mission, go to the Shadowfell. Because much like, I kind of equated it to when Frodo carried the ring, just going out and getting these artifacts are very burdensome.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, being away for as long as we are, it makes sense. That'll take its toll on your body. You're traveling constantly. You get somewhere where you're comfortable. You want to pass the fuck out and relax.
Absolutely. And for some, it's not... They couldn't do this over and over again, which is essentially how characters get retired and different people come in.
Yeah.
So, let's bring it to this. So, Felix has called a meeting in the afternoon at around 7 o'clock. You guys, from the better part of...
The afternoon.
Yeah, 7 o'clock in the evening, whatever. What'd I say?
You said 7 o'clock in the afternoon. I just.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Anyways,
Onward.
There we go.
yeah, here we go, right? First sentence.
Fucking go.
First rap moment.
7 o'clock in the
evening.
evening, Rap.
you
Felix calls you guys to a meeting to discuss more on exactly what the plan is for the Shadowfell. Like I said, throughout the day, you guys have just been kind of kicking it around, knowing that this day has been coming to finally sit down and figure out everything. Getting acquainted with yourselves. Like I said, you guys introduced yourselves, but like within the last week, Reggie's came, Billy Joe's came, and then several people have left, and then we'll get into that as Felix goes to the meeting. But as for right now, you guys are sitting around with essentially the conference table, and Felix begins to speak. Let me... Okay. Felix says, all right, now that we are all here, we must begin. To reiterate for the new travelers and old, everything that is discussed here in Northcrest Keep must stay within these walls. As we grow larger in number and the journeys grow more dangerous, it is imperative our plans do not fall into the wrong hands. Before we get into this, I would like to make note of the absence of some of us who are no longer with us. Gregor has left to attend matters in Damascus and will return when he is ready. Tonight, we will discuss matters of the Shadowfell.
Dun dun.
Since we last convened, I have uncovered new details surrounding Strahd's Chalice of Souls and how we might go about obtaining the artifact. Firstly, we must discuss the intricacies of planar travel. With Gregor being gone, we will be designated a room in this keep for this reason specifically. However, due to the possible unknown circumstances on the other side, I will be calling upon my connections within these planes to bring you back home. We have laid out approximately where you may find yourself when stepping through the portal to the Shadowfell. The small village of Accord, a few days' travel from Barovia, will be your first stop. Now keep in mind, this machine is a late-stage prototype. But you should not be worried. It has shown no instances of traveling to a plane that it is not designated for. So no worries of accidentally being cast to Purgatory or the Nine Hells if your intended goal is the Feywild, or in this case, the Shadowfell. Now, getting back to Accord. This village is mostly human, but forever be wary of Strahd's proxies. He is known for putting out eyes and ears throughout the Shadowfell, particularly in neighboring towns. Trust nobody. Upon arriving in the Shadowfell, you will notice some things. Firstly, the air around you will seem much heavier. Be careful not to exert yourself too much, as catching your breath is much harder. Sound travels much further and louder as well. Be cautious of this fact when trying to remain stealthy, as well as take into account voices that may seem near, but could be hundreds of feet away. In the interest of time, I shall move on to the finer points of this meeting, and if you shall have any more questions about your stay in the Shadowfell, there is a half-orc in the village of Skald that goes by Borgir. He may be able to answer them.
Can he be trusted?
What was his name?
Borgir. Borgir.
Borgir.
Borgir is a trusted ally. He, if memory serves me correctly, you should be able to find him within the confines of Ulamog Tavern. But yes, Borgir is a trusted ally of our cause.
I only ask because you did just tell us to trust no one.
These connections are individuals that either I know personally or have had dealings with in the past. The names that I speak of and names that I tell you, and solely those names, shall be trusted.
I'll take your word for it.
Once you have your footing in Accord, you must find a way to the village of Morgan, and then ultimately, Barovia. I think it must go without saying that extreme caution should be taken when traversing both Morgan and Barovia. Strahd has very powerful magic safeguarding these areas, as well as Castle Ravenloft. There are some beings in the Shadowfell that have told stories of these denizens having a horrid curse of eternal life, but only within the confines of their respective villages. Some have strayed too far from their homes and have disappeared, turning into what has only been described as a white poisonous mist, only to be reborn again within the village for eternity. With all this being said, when you get to Barovia, find a man by the name of Sergei, a proprietor of the alchemy shop there. He is also a trusted ally of our cause. He will meet you with open arms and chaperone you up to the mountains. He will have more information on how to get into Castle Ravenloft, but after that, you will all be on your own. And providing all of this information, Felix kind of standing there. If you're not familiar with Felix or what has been described before, he's essentially a normal-sized dragonborn dressed in pretty, I wouldn't say fancy, but well-made clothing.
Yeah.
Not necessarily armor, because he's not in like really a state to protect himself. He is in the middle of the Capitol building of Northcrest for the most part, and just kind of travels to Northcrest Keep to speak with you. So yeah, just like a normal dragonborn. Nothing really out of the ordinary about him that would kind of set him apart. That you can tell.
Right?
Yes, he is red.
Do you remember if our old characters told Felix about the assassination attempt thing?
I don't.
Red.
But anyways, after giving off all that information, he kind of turns for but a moment, and he's actually showing a glimpse of like genuine concern, as in what only looks like to be a mixture of fear and wonder, because however confident he may be about going into the Shadowfell and having these connections, it doesn't seem apparent from his body language that he's very familiar or knows a lot about the dangers there. So he's just kind of giving off this aura of like, just be cautious, essentially. And then he starts to speak again. The Chalice has been spoken of for hundreds of years. It is crafted from an unknown metallic element and inherently evil. Shroud the Chalice in a shawl or something of the like. Not only will Beirut be drawn to it, but Strahd as well, should you find yourself face to face with the artifact before the vampire. Once you have exited the castle, stay off the main roads and away from neighboring villages. Word will soon spread of the Chalice being taken, and you will be hunted. There is a village to the south, near the Edmund River, Chalice. The journey is a treacherous one. Take frequent breaks, but remain hastily. Chalice has long been dead and mostly abandoned. Most of the denizens there are old and have no interests in foreign affairs. I will send you off with an address where you will find an elven woman, Asar, who can porter you back to Northcrest Keep. Now, does anybody have any questions at all?
There's some questions about our, paths here. So you said to avoid the main roads. So when we leave Barovia, should we cross the mountains and follow the river down to Chalice?
That is entirely up to you. It's up to you whether you want to stay off the main roads, considering Strahd's eyes in the neighboring villages of Morgan and Barovia, and some that even could venture off further. But one thing is for sure, you do not want to be seen on main roads once the Chalice is taken.
Are we aware of any risks that we may come across if we were to take that course of action?
That is something I cannot
between me and the druid. I'm sure between the druid and I, we can get us through the woods and along that river if that's the choice that we should take. I'm sure we can find our way not taking the main roads between our skill sets.
This is also true. Whether you want to take the river down to Chalice is entirely up to you. I personally do not know the dangers of the Shadowfell as much as, say, Borgier in Skald. However, I trust you to get it done.
Perhaps we should visit him.
Where is?
Where did you say
Borgier?
Borgier was again? Yeah.
Skull. Look at
he's
the
in
map of the
Skull.
Shadowfell. It's to the top right of Accord, the city where we would be.
Yeah, he's in Ulamog Tavern, which is in the village of Accord.
Yeah, let me go ahead and give you the
he's
map
in
of the
Skull.
Shadowfell.
That's what I wanted to know. Accord.
No, he is in Skull.
And
We
also,
are landing in Accord.
Okay.
Wait, what? Borgier and Skald aren't in a village of Accord?
Skull
No.
is a city.
Skald
Skald
is
is a
a
village.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I thought Borgier and Skald were two people in a tavern. Okay.
No.
No.
So Asar's address should be all in your quest items, as well as Shadowfell. I'll give you the map of the Shadowfell.
We all
Wait.
have it already.
Oh, okay, you all have it. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
That's how I know, because I've been sitting here looking at it.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming we just have one like on the table, like while we're talking about this.
Yeah, sure. You can. Yeah, it could be heavily inferred. So, anybody else have any questions about the Shadowfell?
No.
I have
You
none
said
here.
sound travels further. How much further?
The exact mathematics of what goes on with noise and sound in the Shadowfell is something I cannot speak on. However, like I said, voices that can seem near could be further away than you think. That's all something that will come in discovery as you
I
experience.
think he's really talking about the huge gun that he has, and like, is it gonna
Whoa.
echo for miles?
Guns.
Yeah, I just need a rough estimate there, buddy.
Rest assured, if you shoot a weapon in the Shadowfell, it will be heard for miles around.
Oh boy. Boys, get
Did you
ready
say-
for some attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Is that?
sorry, go ahead, Nick.
Did you say rest assured?
Yes. At least for like a few miles around. Now, whether
It's gonna
the
be a fun
denizens
trip.
whether the denizens of Shadowfell know exactly what that sound is a separate question. So be mindful of that aspect.
Let's hope they don't got their own version of Damascus.
Perhaps they're all fools and they don't even know what a gun is.
So
I'm
That would-
sure we wouldn't be the first prime material plain folk going about our way there.
So without further ado, Felix kind of reads the room and understands there's not really any further questions and just kind of gives you the nod saying, if anybody has any questions, come to him at any time before you guys leave. But you guys are scheduled to leave within the next couple hours. So if you guys already have everything you need and don't have any like last minute stops to buy things, we can go ahead and resume from there.
Was our supply of potions?
That you will have to probably ask Giljoy about.
I was.
Yeah, I'm gonna trust someone with
Let's
the potions.
see. In my current position, I do have 3 potions. Let me go ahead and take a recount of what I have.
We should at least possess 5 potions.
Didn't that man
Oh my.
say that
I have more than I
Strahd's a
expected.
vampire? Shouldn't we carry some sort of garlic or steak or, you know, what the old tales say?
Something tells me a
symbol.
vampire as strong as Strahd isn't going to be afraid of a little garlic.
I reckon you got a point.
And Giljoy kind of whips out a small little ledger and he kind of writes down, and he speaks up. In my position, I do have 4 light wounds potions and 2 moderate wounds potions for curing, of course.
And you'll only need half, right?
And Giljoy stares at you.
He's
That's
not
a joke.
He's not a halfling.
Some silver bullets might be a good idea.
Oh yeah, just so you know, Cody, my character is human, by the way.
Oh, I thought you were at like a gnome or
You just let the small
halfling.
characters, I know.
So I
No,
was-
we
I
are
was
all
trying to
human.
Crack a joke.
Yes, if none of you all have noticed, you are all human.
All of us are human.
Shit. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Rip. I mean, I guess I could stock up on silver bullets, but do they have some in this town?
Well,
In
Do
North
you
Press?
know
sure
how
that
to
there's a
make your own
craftsman that can
ammunition?
make some.
They're going to be more expensive in Northcrest than they would be in Damascus. But they would be, yeah, Northcrest is like the capital fucking Westron. So yeah, they would have silver bolts.
Yeah, out of character, there is like a craft bullet feature of my class and like gunsmithing stuff, but I haven't read up on that, and we're like, for the sake of time, right? We're just buying.
Yeah, just buy
things.
some. That's,
Yeah.
We're gonna be leaving soon anyway, so you wouldn't have time to really make
Yeah,
any.
Right.
that's what I was figuring. Yeah.
Oh.
Would it be possible if I could go to perhaps a spell shop or maybe scrolls?
Yeah, I'm gonna head
Yeah,
out and try
absolutely.
to find
Yeah.
silver bullets then.
Reggie, what
Yes.
do you have any intention of buying anything before you leave?
I think everyone should have at least one potion on them. So
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go buy some stuff.
All right, I'll take
I'm
one
gonna
of the
head-
potions.
head to an alchemy. Well, I was gonna head to an alchemy shop and
Oh,
pick
Yeah,
up a
why
potion for myself.
Why don't you just pick up? Why don't you take some extra money, or I'll roll with you. We'll both take some money and just
Sure.
buy a few potions for everyone.
true.
And we'll
Sure.
take them back to Northcrest.
Yeah, have Gilderoy have a supply, and then each of us carry our own individual.
Yeah, I'll bring an extra 140 gold to put me at 200, and we'll buy some potions with that and some other supplies.
Okay.
And that is it. Let us be on our way. Oh, before we go about our ways, does anyone have a methodology for curing poisons of any type?
Curing poisons?
I can
None of the such.
stab.
Nick, you said
And
you were
slash.
taking an extra how much?
140.
Okay, I think in that case we should probably get some anti-venom, some type of antidote. I don't know. With how dark and evil this place seems, it wouldn't put it past them to use poisons.
We'll look at the alchemist stock and see
Sure.
what we can find.
So, Reggie and Aurelius, you two are venturing out to an alchemy shop to buy potions, correct?
Yes.
I'm gonna stop by a couple other. I don't know about a couple other places, but I know I need to stop by somewhere else for some other supplies beforehand. But I figured I could just tell you what I purchase, or unless you want me to.
No.
Yeah.
We'll make purchases as we go, and then figure out what if it's
Yeah.
available.
Yeah.
Cody, since all you want to do is get silver bullets, correct?
Right.
Have we discussed like what your ammunition is right now?
I just had 6 in everything except the sniper, which had 5.
5 bullets total.
Yeah.
Okay.
But those are normal bullets, those aren't silver, so I'm gonna
Right.
try to buy separate ammo when we.
Wait, so you
What
just
kind
have
of
a
ammunition do you fire? Is it
Rod or
is
something.
it balls or
I
like
I have
actual
no idea.
bullets?
I think bullets. Yeah,
Yeah.
like.
But yeah, just for like yeah, it would just be regular fucking.
But for the sake of simplicity, I don't think they should be different types of bullets, because then it would just like.
No, they're
like,
definitely
we can
different
think
types of
about
bullets.
You think so? Like
Yes,
so.
for revolvers,
Oh, you're
shotgun,
saying you
and your
shoot a
rifle.
sniper rifle bullet out of your fucking pistol?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
No, I just meant for like the sake of ammunition, like keeping track of all of it.
You took
Aren't
revolvers,
they
a
gonna be
shotgun, and a scoped rifle. Like
Yes.
yes, you will
it's
have
true,
to
it's true,
you will
it's
have
true.
to keep
True.
track of different bullet
Damn.
types. For your revolvers,
so-
we'll say you have a full clip plus 2.
So 10. Or well, it depends on whether it's an eight cylinder or a 6-cylinder, I suppose.
It's 6. It's a 6-cylinder.
Yeah, I got
Got 8.
6 on them. So I'll just put +2 to spare on.
And
I'll
then
just put it in my equipment.
and then your shotgun will say 4.
Red bullet, quantity 6. Or wait, I have 2 additional, so 4. And then what, shotgun, what is it?
Shotgun is 4. And then your sniper rifle carry 6 bullets.
Oh, okay, so 4 in total for the shotgun.
Yes.
Not additional 4. Okay. Like I have 2 revolver bullets and equipment, and then I have like 6 in the gun. I'm trying to remember like.
So as far as bullets go, you have 12 in both of your guns, and then 24 in your reserve. Because that's 3 clips.
Wait, I'm hold on. I have 6 in my first revolver, 6 in my second revolver. You said I have 4 bullet, like 2 on each of those, so I have 4 in my equipment, right?
For the
And
shotgun.
then shotgun is, you said 4, right? Ammunition in it.
Listen, you have 2 revolvers, right?
Yeah.
Each having 6.
Yes.
So you have 12 bullets in both of those guns.
Yes.
You have 24 extra bullets in reserve for both guns. So you have 3
Oh, he's saying
full...
you have double your clip size in extra bullets.
Oh, so I have 12 extra bullets each for each revolver. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So you could fully unload your pistol 3 times.
Yeah.
And then your shotgun has 4 total, 1 loaded. And 3 in reserves.
Okay.
And 3 in
In
reserves.
reserves. Alright, that makes it much better. Bullet. Or I should put like shells and 3.
Now for your sniper, you have 1 loaded and 6 in reserve, 7 total. So we'll
1 loaded and 7 in reserve?
6 in reserves.
6 in reserve. Got it.
7 total.
Vigram, do you have any plans of buying anything?
No.
Okay.
Oh, also, Brutus should be in the room as well.
Oh yeah.
He's just hanging out with me at all times.
I think
Okay, now I gotta make silver versions though. Silver rifle bullet.
And just put like S in parentheses.
Yeah, there you go.
So I'll put SR bullet, which is silver revolver.
He's sitting in the chair.
Yeah.
Silver shotgun.
SS.
He's
shells.
smothering the chair.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then
Yeah.
SR. Well, wait, no, you can't use
He
SR.
does kind of
for-
large as well.
SSN.
He's a big boy.
Silver
Awfully
sniper. Bullets. Alright, and okay, so they're going together to apothecary
shop.
type shop. Yeah, and then I'm gonna go purchase bullets. Cool.
Nick, you're with
Mhm.
Reggie, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And Basic, you were with Rap as well, right?
I know that I'm going to like either a spell or a scroll shop,
Oh, that's
some
right.
sort of
right.
magic item shop, to see if I can either study a spell or just learn one.
Okay. Reggie and Aurelius, what are you trying to buy?
Yes.
From your
I
respective
want-
shops, whatever.
Yeah, I want to buy at least a lesser for each person,
Okay.
and maybe 3 or so like anti-poison, anti-something. You know, like
Antidote potions.
yeah, antidote potions.
That would have to
Like
be
cure
specific.
poison.
Yeah. Well, if you want like an antidote, that would have to be specific to whatever you're poisoned by.
So just a cure poison potion.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
just
like-
get like a cure poison.
Yeah.
Like a basic.
Anti venom. Let's go.
How much are lesser healing potions or whatever, cure moderate or cure light wounds,
Yeah,
whatever
cure
it is?
wounds. Ryan had his own special pricing guide.
No, this is from the book.
Oh.
I guess it would be under potions, right?
Yeah,
I would assume.
I would assume so.
I'm looking under goods and services. A
Let me
lesser,
just serve you this potion.
I don't know off the top of my head. We're just gonna say 5 gold pieces? 3, 4? I don't know. We'll say 4 gold
So
pieces.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Yeah,
25.
sorry, five for whatever.
5. That's fine.
So 25 gold for the potions of healing. And how much for the, like, cure poison?
6.
Okay, so 12.
Now I'm just imagining two maidens coming to you,
So
serving you a
37.
cure light potion on like a gold platter, and unboxing it, and it's like, yeah, that'll be 600 gold for the performance and 50 gold for the potion. And that's how you get screwed.
So 37 gold total. Or at least.
Okay, I'm gonna buy just a set amount that I want for everybody. I'm gonna split them up. So I was just gonna buy, like, I mean,
That's what I was doing. I was buying one potion for everyone.
no. Hold on. I'm gonna buy 20 potions total. So that's 100 gold. Yeah. I don't know, they come in like a crate or something. I'll just carry it back to Northcrest if I have to.
I think collectively, us purchasing a bag of holding might be a good idea.
Probably.
True.
For like our more important items.
A bag of colding. I remember that.
Yeah,
Holding
dude.
for our food and goods.
Yeah.
Never leave home without a proper dinner, even for
Yeah.
like weeks at a time.
Seconds.
And the Shadowfell, all your food rots out too quick. It feels bad.
Okay.
Those sound echoes, guys.
Yeah, that's gonna be funny. Lightning striking each 3 seconds in the Shadowfell. Feels good.
Cody, what are you trying to buy? Oh yeah, you're gonna buy silver bullets, right?
Silver bullets for each of the weapons, yeah.
For each of the weapons, they have silver bullets for your revolver and your sniper rifle, not your shotgun.
Gotcha. How much for one revolver bullet and how much per sniper bullet? Do they charge?
3 gold pieces for revolver, and
Yeah.
then for your
Sniper bullets are bigger.
For your scoped rifle, it's gonna be 8.
8, so 3 and 8. Okay.
So 11 per.
So let me buy. They're the only ones that are gonna.
Go ahead
Let
and
me
buy. Go ahead and buy and subtract gold as needed.
36 revolver bullets. It's gonna be.
While you do that, I'll get.
108.
We'll go to you, Gilderoy. What exactly specifically are you searching for?
So I'm looking for either just a copy of, let's see here, I got the spell pulled up here, Command Undead. I'm gonna go ahead and send that over to you on Discord if you want to read it over. But basically, level 2 spell, and it gives me a chance to either help me persuade intelligent undead or unintelligent undead. I would just be able to give them simple commands.
Okay.
Okay, Ryan. I'm buying 15 of the sniper and 36 of the revolver. And it's gonna cost me 228 GP, so subtract another 28 from whatever I took out of the party previously, because I took 200.
If you took 200, you don't have enough.
Oh, shit. I can't just take more shit. Okay. I thought we were in Northcrest, so it didn't, like, matter right now. Until we venture
I guess.
out.
I guess for sake, if you want to like.
Because I could just come back.
I
yeah,
guess. Okay, so.
It's
Like
like a
go, they're
time.
like, oh damn, they're too expensive.
What was the total price?
228.
And then so an extra 28.
Yeah. I was just like, while we're in the town, I don't know how much it matters for sake of time session.
No, you're good. You have enough time to come back.
Yeah. And then I guess like before we leave, I would withdraw 200. Like I want to keep 200 on me just in case.
Yeah.
But like, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Bullets. Yeah, bullets cost money, boys. Bullets cost lots of gold.
So those scrolls, basic. I wish the fucking SRD was like better.
They don't exactly give you a gold value for like just buying a scroll, and on top of that,
It
you
actually
have to
does.
spend
No.
material costs.
Yeah, I know.
Basically to study.
That's why I'm trying to look at the material component. Wait, hold on.
Scribe scroll.
Component. Yeah.
So, well, scrap scroll is to make my own.
Yeah, but scribing a scroll takes 1 day for each 1,000 GP in its base price.
So you
The
said
base price of a scroll is its spell level times its caster level times
Okay.
25 GP.
Yes, but do you know what the word scribe means?
The
Because
base cost of a scroll.
if you scribe a scroll, you are writing a scroll,
Yeah.
sir.
Basic, but it still tells you the base price of a scroll.
What's the base price
is
of a
the
scroll?
spell level
Rep.
times the caster level times 25.
But in terms of the pricing a scroll, we could add like, let's see, where is scribe scroll? I did it list it.
Here.
No, I pushed that. Yeah,
So what?
FTM
8 times
linked it.
25.
Here, I'll post it in Road to Addajio.
So 200.
Let's see here. Scribe scroll, scribe scroll. Alright then, you can create a scroll of any spell that you know, each day for 1,000. The basic price for the scroll is the spell level, multiplied by its caster level, multiplied by 25 GP. So the spell level is 2. Yeah, multiplied. So the spell level times 2, it's 2 times 25, and then whatever the caster
That's on
level
the
of the
caster
person.
level of the person who made the scroll.
Yes.
So 2 times 25.
So that's gonna be 50. 50
Yeah.
times the caster level of the person that made the scroll.
So yeah, it's the same thing. 200. 200 GP.
200. All right. So I'll shell out 200 GP then to get that scroll.
Okay.
And then I believe I require at least 2 days to learn it. We're gonna go ahead and just rule that as of right now because I don't have those rules pulled up for learning from a scroll.
Okay. So essentially, you're trying to do this while you're in the Shadowfell.
While I'm in the Shadowfell, yeah.
Okay. All right. Now that Cody has bought his things, Nick, were you gonna get anything? Sorry, I'm trying to.
I don't know. I'd have to look at a list right now, and I don't want to take up more time, so I think I'm okay.
Okay. Then I believe that everybody's purchased what they need, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay, perfect. So, yeah, you guys had time. You guys had a couple hours to go and do that and then come back.
All right.
Homies went on a shopping trip.
Do you want me to subtract? You know, I'll just subtract from the group gold actually and take 350 with me into the Shadowfell
Okay.
for that purchase.
Subtract an extra 350.
Could we say that I bought like a small holding case for my potions?
Sure.
Belt pouch.
How much basic?
It was so I'm taking 350 with me, but the cost of the scroll was 200. So we're taking 550 from the overall group gold since I've already taken the 350. And then we minus 200 from the scroll that I bought.
Okay. Okay.
How much does this small potion rack cost? And how many potions does it hold?
We'll say it holds four potions and it's 15 GP.
Okay.
So, we're gonna move on. You guys make your purchases in the various shops that you go to. Eventually, meet back up. It starts to dusk in Northcrest.
By the way, real quick,
Yes.
when I get back, on like in our meeting area, I just put that like crate of potions down. It's literally I bought 20, but I also had 10 lesser potions already. So there's just 30 potions in this crate for people to pick from as they want.
Okay. Everybody take
How
what?
many?
30.
30 total, yeah.
30
so
total.
everybody can
Everybody-
take 6.
Yeah, everybody take a couple.
I
These
will-
are
I'll just take
cure light
6.
wounds.
Yeah, I will also take 6. Yeah, they're cure light wounds.
We got 11
So
potions.
yeah,
then.
everybody can just take 6 of them.
Okay. So,
7 actually. Each person takes 7
either way,
because I had the extra one for each person, so each
Oh
person
yeah,
has 7.
you're right.
Oh,
You're
okay.
right.
so Felix gave you guys Asar's address. It should be in your quest items for when you finally get to Chalice.
Mhm.
Blah, blah, blah. So you guys are going to be assembling in, if you scroll down, it's a small little room down here in the middle portion.
Ooh. Was that spell circle always there?
Yes, it was.
Fucking ape. I just saw an ape.
Yeah.
Monkey.
Monkey.
I'm giving you. Actually, no, not for this. Everybody move their character down here. gonna
DM
be-
does not have control.
I don't think I can.
I'm just gonna vibe in the circle.
Oh yeah, I should probably get in there, shouldn't I? Oh, ugh.
I got you. I got you all.
There we go.
Puddle, puddle.
So, yeah, that's everybody. So as you step into this room, the rune isn't present right now. This is just kind of a marking to where the room is. It's just basically a stone room that looks much more newer than the rest of the place, essentially.
Like it's actually been cleaned.
Yeah, it's like it's actually been cleaned, and now it's going to be used for this purpose.
Finally, something above the step above the common filth.
As you guys kind of funnel into the room, it's actually there's more room than what this little depiction makes it seem. It makes it seem like you guys are kind of cramped in there, but it's really not.
I'd say that let's just amalgamate this room into this room.
Anyways, Felix, as you led into the room, he explains to you guys to just stay up against the wall during this process. And as you guys kind of like put your backs up against the wall, essentially, this whirling sound as the door closed starts to reverberate within the walls, kind of like vibrating up to the ceiling. And within seconds, the center of the room, or the center of the ceiling, appears to shoot a black beam down to the middle of the floor in the center of the room. So this beam with this whirling sound creates this kind of like staticky, almost as if like your heads are in the middle of a Tesla coil. The black beam comes down in the center of the room and then begins to turn this like blackish, greenish, bluish, kind of like going in between those colors. And as it comes down to the center of the room, you see the rune, though not as blue as the depiction seems. It's more like the color of the beam, where it's like greenish blue. It starts fading into the stone of the floor, as the vibrating and the cackling just are basically nonstop. And in the middle of the beam, a black sphere begins to form. So think of it kind of like those old...
Sphere of Annihilation?
No. Think of it kind of like those old depictions of the Earth and the magnetic pole. Picture like that shape.
Gotcha.
As the sphere begins to grow in the center, it eventually settles lower on the beam. So picture like an upside down lollipop. And the sphere is actually big enough to... It's taller than, say, like a 6 foot man. So you could essentially step into it. And it just kind of like... it doesn't really move around, but it just kind of like a bubble, if you put it in slow-mo. Just kind of like moving ever so
Flexing.
slightly in
Like
the air.
reverberation.
Yeah.
It's all wiggly.
All of this while the beam is like the cackling is still reverberating off the sides of the walls. Like I said, like you're in a in a Tesla coil. This essentially is what the portal is like you just step into this sphere.
I'm stepping
Who's
away from
going
my camera,
first?
but I'm still here.
Okay.
I will. I'm without a skip of I don't skip a beat. I'm walking right through.
Okay. As you guys step into the room and push yourself through the dark sphere, the sphere itself is fairly smooth and engulfs your extremities like lukewarm glue. You close your eyes
Lukewarm
as you
glue.
feel, like lukewarm glue. Like it's very weird feeling going inside. But as you close your eyes and you feel it move over your face, and the stone below your feet turns to what can only be described as almost like walking on water. As you continue to walk, within seconds, your feet begin to sink, as if you're kind of descending into something. As your feet begin to sink, you notice this cold in your boots. And then the feeling starts to come to, and you start to realize that you were walking on water, or what felt like it. You are now descending into water. And as you are going deeper and deeper, the water just coming up to your shins, your knees, your thighs, and it eventually settles just below your belly button. I don't think anybody is really, really short, are they? Is anybody under 4 feet?
No, we're all reasonably tall.
You're
Like
reasonably
5'6".
tall. Yeah.
Average
Yeah,
humans.
Normal.
Yeah. So, the water would kind of be above or below your belly button. It's not really that crazy. It's all kind of around the same. The feeling of the portal glides over your face, like the cool air of the room fades into a musky, humid stench. The whirling and the cackling fades into the sounds
My Asian.
Yeah.
My Asian.
Oh shit!
My Asian's here.
Hey!
Been a while.
Oskez himself.
Sean's,
Oskez.
we
Oh
have-
my gosh, everyone's here.
visitor. Boys.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Dang,
Oh,
dang.
me.
Oh my god, it's so
Uh,
weird seeing all the losers all on one screen.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Okay, there's Ryan. There's the freaking teddy bear. There's the Italian. I'm gonna see him tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then there's the freaking manlet. Who's this dude?
This is Eli.
Oh,
This is
okay.
Eli.
I was about to say, I don't
What the
know.
fuck it is?
Eli's new.
Honored guest
So,
or something.
are you guys continuing that campaign?
Yeah.
I was
We're
about to say.
restarting.
Okay, I was about to say I watched all of your freaking episodes, and I was wondering when it was gonna pick back up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thinking that when you guys just stopped in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, life happened.
Like
COVID
Yeah,
deployment.
No, I feel that.
Yeah.
COVID, and then Ryan going into the Navy.
University.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, also tell Ryan to finish Soma because I know he didn't finish Soma.
Dude, that's so old, bro. Why are you bringing up old shit? That was like 8 years ago. Anyways.
It's
Yes.
your regularly scheduled programming.
Yeah, that's a nice little throwback.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, going back.
Also, what is this?
What
Don't-
is
Your mom.
what is what?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
Your
about
mom.
it. Right now, the feeling of the portal glides over your face. The cool air of the room fades into a musky, humid stench. The whirling and cackling fades into the sounds of moving water, croaking frogs, and cicadas. As you open your eyes, you realize you've been transported not to a village, but to a swamp. Trees reaching high into the murky gray water pepper the landscape, as it's fairly easy to see through the thickets, but no indication of any sort of direction. So it's not like a super thick, can't see very far swamp. It's like, the occasional tree every now and then protruding from the top of the water, reaching high into the sky. Looking up into the sky, though, naturally, to find the sun for any sort of direction, you're instead met with a gloomy gray sky, as light trickles through the clouds like streaks of lightning. It's not quite dark enough to be night, and not quite bright enough to be day, sort of like a perpetual dusk.
Big dark.
Yeah, big dark, but you could still see. But yeah, much like how you would picture the Shadowfell, it is dark. So yeah,
It's not just dark. It's advanced dark.
yeah, it dark. So you guys are belly button deep into some murky swamp water.
Are you
at the
gonna
moment.
change the map?
I will change the map back to here, and if we need to, you currently have no sense of direction of where you're at right now.
Yeah, I would agree.
Oh god, this is disgusting.
Ah, this will not do. And Gilderoy immediately casts levitation on himself to float above the water.
Okay. All right.
Jesus.
I'm just imagining Gilderoy slowly levitating up as like a bunch of goop just like falls off of him.
Essentially.
May I try to make like a survival check to kind of gain our bearings and figure out what we need to do?
You could, but it would be futile, as in
Okay.
because you've never been to the Shadowfell
That's
and you
fair.
don't know how
That's
anything
fair.
works.
That's fair.
I'm gonna roll survival from my basic overworld survival skills.
I'm gonna look around.
And we can't see anything but swamp around us.
Correct. But you
I'm gonna start
know.
walking in a random direction.
First off, how long does that spell last, basic?
Levitate does not last very long, actually.
Okay.
It is. Let's see. I believe it's a minute per level.
Okay.
Okay,
Use
so
it to
4 minutes.
scout. How high off the ground can you go?
Up to 20 feet, actually.
Dang. Okay.
Go up 20 feet.
You basically
That old
flying.
boy
Bro.
tell us which direction to go towards that village.
Gilderoy, go up there, see if you can see anything.
So here's
I
the
suppose
thing.
I'll support my lessers.
So here's the thing, right? So the machine isn't super accurate. So, but you know you're in the Shadowfell, and you can't be far off from a court.
So it's probably to the east.
Which direction is that?
This is true, we don't have a gauge of...
To the right.
Right.
I'm just gonna start walking.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna start
but-
trudging.
Wait,
Better get moving.
I suggest we head
did
towards
he
a
tell
less
us
wet
which
direction.
direction?
He didn't.
Gilderoy's-
Well, we should have arrived in town.
Yeah.
So let's get moving before something bad happens.
Just know you're not
Gilderoy-
totally
I don't
lost.
like
you're
this
just not
water.
exactly like in a court. Like
Our
you have
best
to be
bet is
near.
probably heading towards somewhere dry.
Gilderoy starts levitating himself further and further up in the air very slowly. And he just gets his bearings, looks around, and tries to look for any dry land to walk on.
So whether you're 20 feet up or at ground level, the thickness of the fog is kind of like doesn't allow you to see much further. But
Uncanny.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there a certain direction that is less wet than the other directions?
No.
It's a swamp.
We are in a fucking
we're in
swamp
a
right now.
swamp.
Okay, yeah, but we could
I'm
be
just
near
gonna
the edge
head
of
one
the swamp.
direction, same as
Fucker.
Marcus
Literally, the
said.
entire ground is water.
I'm gonna follow that Marcus boy.
Gilderoy just kind of starts slowly shifting in that direction.
Yeah, I'll head with him.
Oh, fine.
Just choose a random.
My mic is being a little weird.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
1d4. Yeah, here we go.
Okay, so as you guys are just gonna venture off into a direction, I've gathered.
One
In-
direction.
Somewhere.
Okay.
I'll roll a 1d360 to determine the angle of travel.
Anyways,
If you keep going the same
anyways.
way, eventually you'll find something.
As you begin to trek through the murky swamp, traveling for a few minutes, much of the same. Like I said, water just kind of soaking into your bottom half. As you guys are trying to keep as much as you can dry, Billy Joe on your back, the gun especially slung over your shoulders. Just trying to carry them like a Marine in Vietnam, essentially.
I wasn't in the bag.
Yeah.
I was smart.
I already hate this place.
You and
Uh,
me both.
Calligraphy supplies are safe.
As you guys travel for perhaps 15 minutes or so,
Gilderoy's already soaked.
I want everybody to make a spot check.
I wonder actually if I just do this and. Nope, there was an error with my formula.
How do I? I'm just gonna roll a flat d20 because I haven't done my macros.
It's fine.
need
Do I
to.
just
18.
slash roll?
There's literally a spot button.
Oh, is there? Oh, I see.
It's a yeah.
Uh,
Oh, mine rolled 2 specifically
Nailed
the
it.
GM.
Awesome.
Yeah. If you click the macro
I clicked the
In-
macro and
in
it
your
rolled to
in
Ryan.
your thing, it sends it just to Ryan.
Okay.
I don't. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it?
1, 2.
It makes sense off of like a metagame perspective of the other party
Yeah. I
members
guess,
knowing
yeah.
what you
But-
roll. So if you roll a 20,
Alright.
we're just gonna take your perception for
This is fine. This is
as
fine.
the right
That's fair.
answer. Yeah.
Aurelius, as
Yes.
you are kind of moving forward, you suddenly stop, which causes the rest of the party to stop. And what you see to your left, for but a moment, you thought may have been a disturbance on the surface of the water. Much of what you've seen so far has just been flat water, with the occasional stick sticking out and the tree reaching up high into the sky. But this time, it, out of the corner of your eye, like I said, you just kind of see like this splash. As everybody sort of looks over there, as you guys kind of take into account his body language, you guys also kind of see the ripple effect from the water, but not essentially the initial whatever it was.
Splash.
It's probably about 50 feet to your left. Right kind of where the fog sorts of thicken.
Does someone have something to throw over there?
I'm gonna
Hey.
cast Mage Armor.
Okay.
I have javelins, but
Use
I
my-
don't know that.
Just have my guns in my
I
hands.
have a-
can't move.
I have a sling.
Cody's just ready to
I
go.
can sling a rock over there.
Do it.
Yeah, I'll just launch a rock at
In the
Wherever
general
we saw
direction.
that.
There's nothing.
yeah.
There's something in there. You're gonna piss it off.
But the initiative is ours.
Thanks, Grandpa.
So, as you kind of like lower yourself into the water, right, and kind of feel around on the bottom, you feel mostly mud as your fingers kind of like slither through the mud, essentially. You grab a stone, reach up high, and toss it in the general direction. You
He has
get,
a sling.
you get. Oh, you wait. You have a wait. You using a sling?
Yeah, I have a sling.
Oh,
I
okay.
use a sling.
That makes it a lot easier. Well, as you essentially just sling the rock in that general direction, it it just falls a stone within the water, just like a bloop.
Yep.
And just kind of ripples out. Sort of similar to what you saw, but you don't notice any other disturbances in the water after that.
I think you missed.
Well,
You got pretty close.
stop.
You got pretty close, but it didn't
Should've made
cause
a
any
roll
sort of
for it,
other
right?
effect. It didn't cause anything else to move.
Well, if
It
it was a
didn't blow
creature, it would have reacted. So I was just testing.
Should we really go over there? Is that actually a good idea?
We don't know where
I
we
mean,
are. Half of us can't draw our weapons. I
We
don't
haven't
think
found
so, Chief.
anything
Gilderoy, go ahead and just kind of whips out a hand from his cloak and just kind of starts spinning his finger around in the air, and he casts floating disc, and he's gonna try to mount this roughly 2-foot radius or diameter, I guess, sphere. Not sphere. It's
Disc.
imagine like it's literally a disc. It's a
basically.
disc. It's a disc. It can carry a load of like 100 pounds per level, but it cannot move any faster than I can.
Is
And it
it's
can
like
only
a it's like a floating platform?
It's a floating
Yes.
platform, but I can't really stand on it. I have to do my best to just sit on it because it's made of pure force.
Okay.
Let's see here. That lasts an hour per level, and it has to stay.
Better shot for you to do the wasting a levitation right at the beginning.
Well, Gilderoy is actually scared now, so he's gonna do what he can to at least prevent things from attacking him.
Just try to move around it.
Can't we just like ignore it?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, partner.
I agree.
Now, as you guys are kind of mindlessly kind of talking about what the hell you're going to do and what this is, you notice a separate splash, this time much closer, probably about 30 feet behind you in the other direction.
Okay,
just
so we're
immediately
definitely
forgetting the
gonna
voice
leave
thing.
now.
I draw both my swords.
Okay.
I draw both
Shall we
of my
pick up the
fists.
pace?
I
Are you continuing
keep-
forward or?
Gilroy.
I keep walking, dude. I can't fire anything. I'm carrying both things in my hands. Like,
Gilroy.
I'm gonna stay close to Billy Joe Jacobson.
He kind of points his finger forward, slowly levitates his disc towards Aurelius, and he just touches the hilt of his blade and casts a light.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Brutus positioned behind us as we keep walking.
Okay. As you guys have you're all doing your actions, drawing your swords, cast light, prepare Brutus. Billy Joe has just kind of like said, "Screw this," like I'm walking, and has created some, as you notice, some distance between you guys. Not very much, maybe like 15 feet.
I'm with Billy Joe.
yeah, Rap did come with me.
Yeah. So Reggie and Billy Joe are kind of like sticking close to one another, and probably about 15 feet, no more than 20 feet away from the party, as they've kind of prepared themselves, and Reggie and Billy Joe are just continuing to walk. As you are walking, Reggie is probably 5 feet or so behind you. You almost feel like this rush of water, not between your legs, but kind of over your legs. And you feel this, what feels like appendages grasp around one of your legs. Picture like if you took two large logs essentially and then was like kind of trying to crush your leg.
Log-sized chopsticks, got it.
What? Make a grapple check with a -2 penalty.
Character sheet. Grapple +3.
No, remember Ryan changed how grapples work.
Yes, just make a grapple check.
Oh wait, strength check then, right?
I think there's grapple checks in.
No, but you changed.
Yeah, but you changed it.
Yes,
yeah.
you just make opposing grapple checks.
So, do your strength.
Yeah, I did. I rolled it to him.
Yeah.
Rip.
Rip.
Yep.
Welcome to
Oof,
death.
4. Okay.
-2, so 2.
Damn.
Yeah, you just said grappling is stupid. You see an enemy, make opposing strength checks.
Oh, is it strength? Okay, then yeah.
That's what you said.
Okay, yeah. I just remembered incorrectly. So, as you feel this, let me turn the music down a little bit. My bad, boys.
Well, it'd be less if it's just a strength check. Yeah, rip.
As you feel these sort of appendages grasp around your right leg, you are dealt. I'm pretty sure it is.
That's a big calculation.
7 points. No, my bad. I'm just trying to find 7 points of 7 points of damage to your leg. As now these two appendages are like clasping onto your leg.
Crushing damage.
Can I tell that something is happening?
Yes, absolutely. Billy Joe is reacting. He's kind of like trying to shake off his leg. I'm assuming sort of like screaming, like, get this thing off me or whatever.
Hey, this ain't no fucking fish.
I'm gonna try to kick the shit out of whatever's grabbing his leg.
Okay. As you go and kick it, you feel this. It's almost like you kicked a rock.
Oh.
And as you, with the water resistance, you kind of like you kick him a little bit. Cody, the appendages come off your leg, and then you feel the rushing of water again as it has scattered. Go ahead. It's up to you what you want to do.
Do what I want to do.
Yeah. It's up to you guys what you want to do. But this thing isn't grasping onto your leg anymore.
Is Reggie hurt from the kick or?
No, you're good.
Okay. Reggie, we gotta run. I'm gonna keep running.
Dude, this is like waist-high water. We're just gonna be lightly slopping.
Now,
wading through it.
as this,
I'm gonna call out to them, guys. There's something in the water. Watch out. It goes for your legs.
yes, absolutely. Everybody's kind of taken into account like what's happening. They saw this go down. As this is going down, Vigrum, you feel sort of the same. Well, you don't really know what Billy Joe was feeling, but you do feel this appendage clasp onto your legs. Go ahead and make a strength check.
Okay. Shit.
God damn!
The rolls are not good today.
I don't know. Aurelius got a nat 20 on the.
I sure did. My first
This
roll.
is true.
It goes for your calves.
These-
Watch out.
These appendages, though Billy Joe is wearing a different armor, you're wearing like a lighter armor, correct?
Yeah.
So you feel like this doesn't really feel like two logs crushing you, but more like logs with teeth. Like they're serrated, I guess. It deals
a serrated
you
tree.
14 points of crushing damage as it clasps onto your leg and then immediately falls off and then scurries off into the water. At this point, I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative.
They're fucking with us, bro.
Jesus.
Rolling
Alright.
initiative, wonderful.
Our first
Guys.
initiative roll, boys. Let's see how it goes.
I'm literally so useless in this water. It's so it's so bad.
Stinky.
I brought very
Stinky.
few combat spells for this, so this is not fantastic.
Okay. I need to select a token.
What? Oh, I do too.
Attempted roll command, but no tokens are selected.
You
Yeah.
have to select yourself.
Ah, bro, fuck this. It's all water.
Can you guys see yourselves?
How did you get it? What the
Yeah.
fuck? How do I select myself?
You have to click on yourself.
Yeah, just click on your model.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Before you guys do stuff, I'm gonna move you around.
Whoa,
Mhm.
Reggie. Holy shit, bro.
I have +7, so don't feel bad. Oh, whoops! I accidentally picked it again. That was your
bloody
first
hell.
player.
Oh yeah, I also have improved initiative, so +6.
Dude, it's like the default. It's like the default feat. I was telling Ryan.
That's
this when I was
actually
making
gonna
the
be my
character.
next feat.
So it's Gilderoy, then me.
Rolling? Okay, there we go.
Also, I will let you know, Ryan, that the floating disc is not meant for combat, so I am gonna be very easily flung off of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I have
It's
improved
basically
initiative
meant
as well.
as like a shitty magical cart for like
Basically.
transporting stuff.
I really wish I had battle music at this point, but I totally forgot to add some. So we're gonna roll with it.
SMH.
Yeah, right? It's a bad DM.
Yeah.
Such a bad DM. Can everybody see the encounter menu? Does everybody
The
see
encounter
light?
menu.
Or not the?
do you
Well,
mean?
yeah. Oh, yeah. The page that we're on.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I can see water.
You can see
Gray
water.
water.
Everybody can see though, because dynamic
Yes.
lighting is on. So
Yeah.
okay, cool. So that's kind of where you guys are at.
Am I not supposed to see everything?
Do you see everything?
No.
I was gonna say, what the fuck?
I know everything.
Everybody should have like 30 or 40 feet of light, and then fading out to like 5 feet or something.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't see.
Yeah.
Shouldn't see.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just move my character down for just a
No, no, hold
square.
on. Hold on.
No,
This is
no.
where you guys
I
are.
can see like blurry trees and shit.
Your
Yes.
motherfucker initiative has been rolled.
Yeah.
Initiative has been rolled.
I like the fog filter that you put on it, Ryan. That's pretty cool.
Yes. Well, I've always had those.
Yeah, you've done a pretty good job when doing
Yeah.
dungeons and shit.
So,
Your mom.
Your mum.
guys, it's first session, man. I'm fucking I'm trying here. Damn it.
Alright, man.
I'm trying here.
Where's the
I-
last
Trust me, dude.
Any
Trust me,
shadows
I get
in
it.
the water?
I will explain how this combat works because it's not like normal combat. It's something I've created
Oh,
to make
this
this a
is
little
like shitty combat.
So,
For
I
us.
don't shoot.
For us, it's gonna be
Reggie, what did
shitty
you get in
combat.
initiative? What'd you get in initiative? Just so
Shot my
Look
fucking
at the list,
foot.
right?
it'd be easier to just go through. Just say your numbers.
So it's Gilderoy first, 23.6.
Okay, hold on. I need to write your guys' name down, so I asked for yours first. What did you get, Reggie?
20.7.
Why is there points in this fucking?
Why are there
It's-
points?
There's floating
doing
points, it doesn't
floating
make
point
sense.
math.
All right, round
No,
up.
it's-
Everybody round up.
It's for tiebreakers, Ryan. If two people roll the
Oh,
same
I
number,
see.
that's how it dictates who
Yeah.
goes first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Don't
it's not
round
really
up.
point anything. It's just like 2, and then like if there was another 2, it'd be
Right.
0.99
Okay, so
or
Reggie's
something,
20.7. Vigram, what do you get?
2 or 3.
Damn. Okay. Gilderoy,
I have 23.
Raelius,
14.
and Cody.
15.
So Gilderoy goes first. Then Reggie. Cody.
Well, Reggie goes first, then Gilderoy.
No, I rolled it 2 times by accident.
So
Oh,
how did you roll a
I didn't-
20.7 when nobody
He's
else rolled a 20?
No, it automatically does the floating point.
It does all the math and
Yeah.
Shit for you.
It's just
Yeah.
it's like a just in case until it happens.
It's RNG.
Okay, I guess. And then Vigram. Okay, so to explain how this combat works, you guys essentially have been attacked by something under the water. Now, the turn order, if you guys kind of want to keep
Is there an
track,
initiative tracker you can open?
there is, but I don't remember how to put it on.
I'd assume it's in your top left corner or in your settings or something.
Yeah, I'm looking in the top left corner. I don't. But essentially, what's going to happen is this thing that's under the water, it's going to be Gilderoy, Reggie, Cody, Aurelius, this creature, and then Vigram. So, being at the top of initiative, Gilderoy, you are going to go first. However, you do not know where this thing is.
What?
I will give you a small circle of where it last was.
Scene.
Yeah, last was
Right.
seen. The disturbance in the water. So you have
So
9
basically splashes. We're
Yes.
working off of splashes.
splashes. Now, everybody before their turn starts, or at the beginning of the turn, will make a spot check to see where, to pinpoint where the disturbance is. If you fail the spot check, you will have to essentially guess.
Work off of the information of the previous turn.
Yes. However, until the creature's turn, that information is passed along to the rest of the party until the creature's turn. So once the creature's turn rolls around, it gets to move and hide somewhere else, and then somebody will have to spot check it again.
Gotcha.
Okay,
So-
so once one person finds it, we all find it.
Yes, until the creature's turn.
Okay.
So, Gilderoy, go ahead and make another spot check.
all right. Gonna roll a spot check. Let's see here. Spot.
It starts at the bottom.
I got a 5.
As the creature has come down and sort of attacked Vigram, kind of splashing away almost as fast as it came, there is this 9 square area where the ripple effect has taken place, and you can only guesstimate that it could be somewhat in this area. And if you want to attack, you pretty much have to guess at this point. But the red circle is the last area that it was seen. Or you could do something else. It's totally up to you.
So Gilderoy is gonna, ruffle around in his coat for a little bit, and he pulls out a little bullfrog. Sorry, little friend, but you must go find danger. And he throws him into the water.
Okay.
So he's gonna put a little bullfrog into the
I
water.
love it.
basically.
He's sacrificing it to the fish thing.
More or less. So the frog has a plus 21 to hide, and it's a diminutive creature, so it's like a size class, 2 size classes below small. So
Bro, I love it.
I'm gonna have this thing basically swim around under the water, and as a wizard, I have a emotional link with it, so I'll be able to tell when the thing's freaking out. But I won't be able to tell much more.
He's using his
I love it.
familiar as bait.
Yeah.
I love it.
So
Did-
if you want to place a token, like probably like right around here.
Does
Can we get a
Gildroy
frog?
use his like standard action on that?
That is all he's doing.
Okay.
I'll go
We
ahead
get
and
a
actually.
frog token.
But you haven't wasted your standard action,
I
basically.
haven't wasted my. Gildroy's just gonna do his thing.
I'm gonna call out to you in game. Hey, Gildroy, you got another one of them discs?
For the
Concentration, he can't have more than one.
Oh shit, he can't do more than one. Dude, I gotta get
Well-
on land
Yeah.
or something I can sit on.
What is that dice, Ryan?
yeah, no, it's gonna be the frog.
That's your mom.
Oh, all right then. I'll go ahead and remove my little colorful spot that I placed.
Why am I drawing still? Fuck.
Oh.
Oh no.
Otherwise, I'm gonna have to get it up in the trees.
Okay, I can't make it super small, but it'll inhabit a square, I guess.
It'll inhabit a square, yes.
Okay, so does that complete your turn?
You know what? Now that I'm hearing the calls of my friend, I suppose
Please.
I'll be generous and throw a levitation spell on him. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast levitate on what's his name? Billy Joe Jacobson.
Yes.
Billy
Okay.
Jojo.
So
Billy Joe's back in town.
and I will let you know, Cody, that you must take a turn alone after moving to steady yourself, or else you'll have decreasing
Accuracy.
or increasing negatives, basically, to your
Oh,
attack.
shaken baby syndrome.
I gotta steady myself.
Shaken
You got-
baby
you-
syndrome.
If you move,
Yeah. Let me go ahead and
basically to stop yourself from flailing wildly after
Well,
you
yes.
move.
Yeah, we'll
So-
we'll get to that on his turn.
Yeah.
Is that all you're
When it's
doing this
important.
turn? Is that all you're doing
that
this
is
turn?
all I'm doing this turn. I'm gonna sit upon my disc, throw my frog into the water, and levitate my friend.
All right, that brings it to Reggie's turn. Again, with all this information just said,
Get a briggy.
you essentially go ahead and make your spot check. Actually,
1 second. I'm going as fast as I can, DM. I swear.
This would be a good time to pull out the shotgun in the water and just
Yeah.
guess it.
Yeah,
again, the ripple effect has just caused one too many disturbances, and you're not able to pinpoint exactly where this creature is. However, you do have a
Okay.
general idea of where it is.
Okay, in this case, I'm going to run up into the near where the middle of the splashes are, and I'm gonna belly flop.
Okay, so in terms of like character movement, just tell me where you guys are moving, and I will move the characters just for sake of.
Like literally like sprinting as fast as I can,
And then belly flopping
and
in the
then
middle.
just like trying to grapple. Like basically, I'm going down, arms wide
He's trying
open,
to RKO it.
trying to grab whatever this thing is in the water.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
go, D&D's
Reggie, as you sprint as fast as you can in this belly button, like up to your belly button water,
Yeah.
you were like, I don't even know how to explain how you're looking right now, but you were running as fast as you can, and you kind of jump out of the water. The water is like half of you, so
I know.
like you do the best you can, fling out your arms and fall face first in the water. And just on the record, everybody else is just completely confused on why you're doing this. But nevertheless, Billy Joe Jacobson is levitating in the air, and so
In and out of game.
yeah. So
To see if I grab this thing.
you, as you fall into the water, you bring your arms together, and you are feeling nothing but seaweed and water essentially at this point.
Missed it.
Which moves it on to Cody's turn. Go ahead and
I'm
make
sure
your
you were very close.
Cody, make your
So-
spot check with a -2 penalty because Raptor disturbed the water.
Okay. God, I'm gonna have to get down what these all are. Spot. Okay, so roll this, and then we'll just count -2 on it. Ooh, 3.
Again,
Jeez.
with
Good rolls.
Reggie that had just basically belly flopped into the water, you are even more unable to pinpoint exactly where this thing is.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sling the sniper onto my back, but keep the shotgun out, and then I'm just going to wait until someone can call it out, and just like
You're gonna hold your
levitate
turn.
above. Yes, I'm gonna hold my
Alright.
turn.
Okay, just for reminders, hold turn. What that basically puts you at the end of the initiative, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
No, unless
No,
it has a
it's
triggering
where you want
condition.
to be, I think.
Yeah,
right?
it's your triggering condition, or it's until the end.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm
I'm
assuming
waiting
that you
until
would like to
someone
be.
calls it out.
I'm assuming you would like to be right before the creature, so that in case somebody does call it out.
He's holding until someone finds the creature.
Right.
Once he
if
has a
someone
target,
calls it out.
basically.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's it's Aurelius after this, and if he doesn't spot it, then it goes to the creature's turn, and then it can move elsewhere.
So you
Yes,
want to go
and
after
then
me, Cody.
I'm gonna hope.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna hope.
Hold
so
that
you're not
trigger.
doing anything. You're just holding. Okay, I understand.
I'm ready on the trigger. Ready on
Finger
that trigger.
on the trigger. Okay.
Sure, got that finger on the trigger.
All right,
So
Aurelius.
I do want.
Sorry, go ahead.
Is
I do want to let
is,
you know. I'm
go ahead.
sorry. So for the levitation, you cannot move horizontally unless you are physically manipulating like branches around you. So you kind of have to fling yourself at half your land speed basically to move. And then on top of that, for every attack you do, you get a stacking of -1 penalty to a maximum of 5. And you have to make a.
Well, we'll bring all that up if he tries to do that.
Yeah.
But for now,
He's
Uh,
just
Would
sitting
they-
still right
We'll get
now.
to that.
It's better than not being able to shoot anything at
Yeah,
all.
well, to be honest, at the moment, it
100%.
literally is just a platform for you to stand still on, so you're not
Right.
moving or doing any attacks until you see this thing.
all right.
So-
Yeah.
To move on, Aurelius, it is your turn. Go ahead and make your spot check.
Yeah, so, okay, I will do that real quick. Fuck. Skills. Spot. There you go.
17. Okay, perfect. As you, oh wait, that's with a plus what?
15.
Do you plus anything to that? Oh no, it is. Okay.
I think it is, isn't it? Yeah.
No, it's with a -2
I mean-
because the thing, which.
Yeah, that's fine, but my normal bonuses are 0, so that's accurate.
Okay, so yeah, unfortunately, the ripple effect from Reggie splashing in the water.
Is Reggie still underwater?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to move over to where Reggie is and plunge my hand under the water and like grab him by his collar and just rip him out of the water.
Okay. I want you to keep in mind that any sort of movement within this circle will make it harder. Will make others take a -2 penalty because of the movement in the water.
Is this
Yeah,
another
it's-
-2 penalty? Would it be -4 now?
No. I'm just saying that
That's-
the more you
yeah.
guys move in this circle, the more the continuity of the -2 penalty will take effect. So,
Yeah, I'm just trying to get him surface so I can tell him to stand the fuck still.
okay, got you. Understood.
Yeah, I'm
Stand up.
ripping him out and I'm yelling at him
Stand
to
up.
stop moving so we can see where this thing is. And I'm gonna just let his collar go.
Gotcha. As you do that, that brings it to the creature's turn.
Yes.
Now, the creature is going to clasp itself as you're pulled up out of the water. As Aurelius is screaming into your face, you feel 2 clasps. And much kind of the same way Vigrum felt, you feel something grasping you, but it's like serrated like claws. Sorry. Make a strength check. Okay.
Make a flex.
Hold on. What's your AC?
18.
Okay. It almost crit. It didn't crit you. It deals 18 points of crushing damage to your legs.
Total for both of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Um,
So I have 42 HP left.
yes. And don't forget to annotate that on the thing so we can all see. Also, my bad. Your ape. I forgot about your ape. So.
Yeah.
I will put your ape right after the creature, if that's fine.
So I'm gonna
That's sort of my
utilize my
fault.
eye for an eye
I don't
ability.
think
Ryan.
he has a separate initiative.
Oh, he doesn't?
I
he can
use
just
3
activate
actions
him on his turn.
to
Yeah.
direct what he does.
Okay.
Ryan,
Yes.
I'm going to use my eye for an eye ability to counterattack both of these what fucking words? Clasping
Holdy things.
limbs.
You're-
Holdy things.
You're using what?
My eye for an eye ability. Remember, this is the ability that we talked about that might be. I can counterattack anytime I'm attacked. I have to make a fortitude save.
You have to make a fortitude save to counterattack?
Bro, we talked about this, Ryan.
I don't think so. I don't think we did.
Yeah, we very did. Because I was like, I don't know, it might be kind of strong. We talked about this.
Bro, I can make attacks of opportunities when I do like bull rushes and like any kind of maneuvers and stuff.
Why can't
Like
I fucking bring this
Look
over
at the
here?
eye for an eye ability. We talked about it.
it's just
We talked about it.
I don't
I love that.
Don't you remember the
Oh,
copium?
come
I mean, the
on.
ability.
Groupium.
Groupium.
Yep.
So, because I'm gonna rule it like this. So, because Aurelius has his fucking hand around your neck.
He let go of me. He said that he let go of me.
I did.
Okay. Then this happens while he has his hand around your neck.
Okay, that's acceptable.
Okay. As he has his hand around your neck, you are unable to do that, and then we will talk after game about this eye for an eye shit. well, it seems kind of weird, but.
Oh god, all of a sudden I can't see anything. It's just white, pure white.
Refresh, reconnect, or something.
Yeah, I can still see.
He's gone to purgatory.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like a light show in this fucking room.
Yeah,
there we
right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's flashing.
That is the creature's turn.
And it moved away?
Yes, let me.
There's two of them.
So that's the creature's turn. We need creature siller, dude.
Right.
it would sill this
We
creature.
do.
It would sill it, dude.
There's
me-
two. There's two of them. And I do
Okay,
that as a free
stand
action
still so we can see it.
As he like rips me out of the water. As
Okay,
I
I just
feel
have
them
to clear
crushing my
drawing at this
legs.
point.
You know it's gonna suck when it's still near you guys and I just have a shotgun. No, I'm just kidding.
So within its turn, it has moved, and it has.
Be hidden somewhere.
Cody, I'm gonna be real. I full well expect you to pull that trigger if you see it, even if I'm near it.
Even if you're near it, all right, I got you.
Where is Fireball?
Ryan, can I say that as you pull me out, as I feel it crushing my legs? Can I say that there's two of them?
Yeah, sure.
There's two. There's two.
Okay.
Okay, stand still so we can find them.
As it's made you the attack on Reggie, he screams out that there's two. Still not sure of like what's going on with the water. You're just presuming he's being attacked. The creature moves. There's some disturbance in the water, and you can kind of tell in this general area, or that it could be in this general area.
Oh, it's gonna fuck up the frog.
Now it brings it to Vigrum and Brutus's turn.
But they die.
Go ahead and
all
make
the
your spot check.
same. I'm
Yeah.
gonna. Oh wait. That new red line isn't where in the general direction.
Yes, it is. Yes.
That's where
I'm
it
gonna
is now.
shoot. I'm gonna blast if someone calls it out.
Yeah, but nobody's found it yet.
Yeah, but we haven't
no,
found
it's
it.
not.
This is still just general
Well-
direction.
Well,
It's
that's the
flash.
thing. It's a shotgun. I'm gonna just hover over the thing and shoot into the general vicinity. I wasn't expecting like complete vision.
Oh well, there you go. That's your opportunity. You got it to move, so it's not near us now.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Just gonna
shoot
blow Basic's
into that
frog to
center. Like I'm
shreds.
gonna move up a
Poor
little bit
Patrick
and
is
then I'm
gonna
gonna shoot.
die for a good cause.
Okay. You can't move. Basic
Look
has
out,
control
frog.
over it.
So,
Oh.
how the levitate spell works is that I can control your altitude, but I cannot control your horizontal movement.
Then you
So
said
what
I
you-
move like half land speed?
Yeah, so what you have to do is you have to manipulate physical objects around you, like like either like a cliff face, as they give an example, or tree branches in this case, to move at half speed. If there's no branches
I
nearby,
have to
you're just
have
free floating.
something around. Okay.
You have to push off of something or grab.
Quite a distance, so I don't know if this will do much to it, Ryan. But I'm gonna still shoot in that general direction.
Which square are you shooting?
Shot.
Kind of like here, like around the. Get it a little closer, but not like in the center of that. So around like this area.
What are you? Well, so what are you shooting with?
My shotgun.
Okay. I mean, it wouldn't do like splash damage. Like you wouldn't be able to shoot the middle of 4 squares and then you hit it.
Oh, wait.
You still have to pick like a spot. You'd
The
pick
aspect
a
of combat
5-foot
is you
square to
picking
shoot
it.
at,
You guess where it is. I've already predetermined where it is, so if you hit it, you hit it. But if
So
you don't,
just pick one of those 5-foot squares to shoot at, basically.
if
and
you want my
that's where your
recommendation,
target is.
maybe not shoot until somebody discovers where it is.
There you
Because
go.
then you'd be wasting ammo.
I thought that was like the whole point of the shotgun, though. It spreads out, so like because you don't know where it is, you just shoot into like a few squares or something with it. Like,
No, remember you have to be like in 10 feet.
I was gonna say, unless the weapon says
Yeah.
it has a 15-foot
I
cone.
was expecting we were gonna do like less damage for it, out of like the
he might be
minimum
covering,
max or
you know,
something.
he might be covering
It's not a cone
these
though.
two
It's like,
squares,
it's not a cone.
like this.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's not like a cone attack. You still pick a target.
Oh, okay. My bad. I just thought like, okay, it spread, so like, let's just shoot in a random fucking direction and hope it hits like a few pellets or something.
Can you shoot? Yeah, even if you shot the water.
Because otherwise, if I was just waiting until I saw it visibly, then I would have used the sniper, right? Or something that would just fucking hit it hard.
Yeah.
Right, you'd also be creating I'm not gonna have like bullets affect like the disturbances -2s, but yeah, it's not a cone effect by any means. It's a weapon, but like in any sort of given combat, you wouldn't give that to a cone if you were attacking a target.
Yeah, I was just saying like you shoot down with a shotgun, right?
like fish in a barrel, man.
It's like you might have a chance to hit it, you might not, and you probably don't do a lot of damage because it's like
Yeah.
a few pellets out of the shotgun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
If-
just
if
thinking
you
that's
want-
a use for the shotgun.
If you want to shoot in that general direction, and you do manage to hit, I will minus damage from the thing. If you just want to go ahead and do that.
that's what I'm saying. Like just a guess. Like I'm
Okay.
just like shooting somewhere in that general direction, hoping it'll do some damage, not the full damage. Like just roll the
Okay.
see what it could. Yeah. 18.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. How much do you want me to roll? Because it's obviously way reduced.
You'll reduce
Like,
it.
what's the?
Just roll
You know
whatever
the
you
normal one for 10 foot, and then you gave me a 15-foot one, which is in half.
Yeah, so just roll your damage die for that.
For that in half one. One's 10 feet, one's 15 feet. You gave me.
Yeah, so 10 feet would be your full. I think what you say 15 feet is like whatever damage you do halved.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so let's just do that.
The 15 feet. Okay.
Yeah. This is your shotgun?
Yes.
Did we do a 1d80?
Yes, for 10 foot, but you
Oh,
said
right.
in half for 15 foot, so I rolled a 1d40.
Oh,
yeah.
no, I was saying you still do the 1d80, but you do half damage.
Oh.
Do you want to do that, or do you want to do the 1d40?
I already just rolled 1d40.
Well, you rolled
Okay.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. For sake.
And then I didn't even expect this to like fully do this. I expected like you to say like 1d20 or like because it's like a few pellets would hit, right?
Yeah,
So like
it's
maybe,
alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Vigrum.
Okay, so Vikram's gonna yell. My spot check was 12, so I don't see it, right?
No, you don't see it.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
He's
I don't
gonna
even know if I
point
did it.
for Brutus to attack, like, here. Oh, wait. How can I,
Hold click.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which one?
There you go.
here.
Okay.
So, 8. It would be 8.
So
I
the
guess.
corner of my weird triangle.
You want to get him like here?
Yeah.
So it doesn't disturb the water. Okay. What are you gonna do? Because you don't have very much time left. What are you gonna do?
Well, right here. and then he'll attack right there. And he has 10-foot reach, so
Oh, okay.
he can reach that.
So what are you gonna do? You don't have very much time left.
Yeah, I'm directing him to attack, and then I'm going to
You have like
cast. Well, first I'm gonna cast Bull's Rush, or Bull's Strength, and then I'll have him attack. So Bull's Strength.
okay. Last chance. What are you doing? Because you ran out of time.
I'm just casting Bull's Strength
Okay.
on me, and it'll affect.
So go ahead and
Brutus as well.
roll to attack.
All right.
When I shot, did anything move in the water, or is it just like saw the pellets?
You just saw the
fuck up
pellets.
the water.
Yeah, you couldn't see.
So the -2 would apply. I fucked with the water.
No, it's fine. I'm just gonna do that to movement. I don't want to like that'd be crazy.
Fuck us that
Overcomplicated.
hard. Yeah.
right.
Fair.
By the way, your guns are super loud and they fuck up the water.
True.
Okay, so actually, that is. It's not displaying the hitting AC
Yeah, just
correctly.
just roll a d20 or something, whatever, and
It
then add
looks
the
like you
bonus.
rolled a 17.
Yeah. 17 plus 4 plus 8 minus 1.
Okay, as
So that's like 27.
okay, as Brutus
Or 28.
28.
Yeah.
Okay, now roll damage
All right.
because something's about to happen here that I didn't expect.
Okay.
Bro,
Let's just
what the
fuck this
fuck?
guy up.
What the
13.
fuck? Oh, okay. 13 damage. Okay. So as Brutus goes and kind of stands here and goes to attack the 8th square, you can tell that as Brutus kind of moves forward, like, yes, he has 10-foot reach, but as he's reaching over to attack this square, he seemingly stumbles. And you kind of get this read from Brutus that he just effectively attacked the square behind it. So,
So it's here.
yes, it's there. And so now I will clear drawings, and I will bring in
Culprit.
If only you had kept holding. Cody, if only you had kept holding.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I thought we
just
were
thought it was a
going
good
for.
time to take a shot. Like, oh, you see it move, you got a shotgun. Like,
but
blast it.
think about this. The creature just went. So now it was going to remain there until
Until it's
So
turn
we all
again.
get
So
a
basically,
turn.
we all get to go.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So it was worth a shot to just try and fucking boom, bitch.
Yes. Gilderoy. Gilderoy, it's your turn. 60 seconds.
Friend, you can come back, calling for his frog, so whatever, it can just come back from danger, basically,
Okay.
on its own time. And then for what I'm going to do, Gilderoy is going to, let's see here. You want? Let's make this interesting. I'm gonna cast blindness on this thing. It's got a 100-foot range. I'm gonna go ahead and look up the DC for that.
Okay. This is a will save?
Let me go ahead and check real quick.
God damn it.
That's what I'm looking for.
This is
You have
also
60
something.
seconds to look it up.
Technically,
This
yeah.
is fortitude.
Fortitude? Technically,
Fortitude.
yes. If you say, like, I'm going to do this, hold on, let me check the DC. Yes, it counts towards the time because you should already know
Yeah.
what you're going to do.
And the DC is 14.
DC is 14.
Actually, since this is necromancy, it's going to be 15 in this case.
Is that all you're going to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ryan dropping his dice. SMH.
You rolled a 17.
You're supposed to be a
unfortunate.
professional.
As you see Gilderoy sort of, I'm not sure how, like, the...
He kind of lifts up his finger in a lazy factor way. Oh god.
Fashion.
Lazy fashion.
Fashion,
That's the word
fashion.
I'm going for. He kind of puts it up and just no more, and then you see a little spark of black energy kind of fly out of it and deflects off the creature.
Gotcha. You see this blinding light coming from Gilderoy's fingers, effectively kind of coming down in the water and bouncing right back out. Not quite sure if you've blinded it, but the attack, at least it looks effective, but unfortunately. Gilderoy.
All right. And that is Gilderoy's turn.
Reggie.
Okay, as I'm getting out of the water here, is my movement limited at all by this damage to my legs?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to this square. I don't want to be in Gilderoy's way. I'm gonna go to this square, and I'm gonna try to kick it again. But I'm gonna use 2-weapon fighting, and I'm gonna try to kick it twice.
Is this like an attack?
Yeah. You can
He's a
unarmed.
monk, so
you
he's
can
thinking,
unarmed
like-
strike. You can unarmed strike with any part of your body. I am unarmed striking at the creature
trying
with
to,
my
like-
legs.
He's trying to do like a kung fu kick at it.
Okay.
Not like
You're gonna have some
like-
damage reduction because you're in water.
Well, I mean, I would assume so.
So
It's
go.
not easy to kick things that are in water.
Okay. Roll to kick this fucking thing.
Okay, so the first roll to hit was a 20.
Alright, that's pretty good.
So that would hit. So that dealt 9 damage.
Wait.
I rolled both d20s and then both d8s.
Okay, so but you got a 20, you got a 20 and then a 3, right?
Yeah. So the first hit hits and deals 9 damage,
Okay.
and then the second one whiffs.
Gotcha. As you see Reggie coming over, just like you see just the top half of his interaction of just kicking, although without you actually seeing the
water's
legs
like, just
kicking.
like, the water's like.
Yeah, basically. Cody, 60 seconds. Go ahead.
Yep. I'm gonna, instead of reloading the shotgun, I'm gonna flip it on my back, and since I see the thing now, I'm gonna pull out the sniper instead as my move action, because I'm just sitting still on this thing. I'm gonna take aim, take my time real quick, and then I'm gonna shoot.
Keep in mind you will take a -4 penalty.
Off the levitation.
No, because you're within 30 feet.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So would you still like to do that?
It's also a -1
I
because
paused-
you attacked previously while levitating.
I paused the time. Would you
Yeah.
like to?
I'll switch to my revolvers instead.
Okay.
You're right. I probably shouldn't do that. I'm still getting used to
Okay.
how
Okay.
guns work. Yeah.
So go ahead and roll for your 2 pistols.
Oh, uncivilized.
Oh damn!
Ooh,
Oh, but each of
Oh!
those, the first one is -1, and then the second one is -2 because of the levitation.
So yeah, these are at +2 because I'm considering 2-weapon fighting plus my weapon focus in there, with my basic attack bonus being 3. So then, levitation makes them what, -1 each now, basically.
No, it's -1
It's
and then
not-
another -1 because you attack again.
So how it works is basically you gain a stacking -1 for every attack that you do up to 5. So it's -1 and then -2.
It's okay. They're both they're both over the armor class
Yeah,
of the creature.
they're
So,
over.
Okay,
Anyway,
okay.
so go ahead and roll
I'll keep
damage.
track.
20 altogether.
20.
Not bad.
altogether.
2 6s. Damn. And a 5.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
That's pretty good.
As you unload, are these all the shots, or did you shoot just once each?
I shot 2 shots out of each revolver.
Okay.
So, or well, 1 shot out of each. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
2. Yeah, my bad.
Boom, boom.
Each bullet does 2d6 out of a revolver? Bro, that's fucking wild.
It does 2d10 in the fucking book, but we
Yeah.
nerfed it to make the other guns worthwhile.
Yeah.
Lol.
Yeah, guns
Yeah.
guns are crazy.
Guns are crazy. But they
As you
cost,
fire into the disturbance in the water, pinpointing exactly where this creature is, I mean, there's not much. I mean, so as far as the surface of the water goes, yeah, it's very crazy, but like you definitely shot wherever you were trying to.
Yeah,
It
blasted
definitely
it.
hit. You did definitely hit.
A bunch of blood in the water now.
I'm keeping track of ammo. Yeah, there we go.
Aurelia, it's your turn.
Bleed,
Alright,
you
I'm gonna-
motherfucker.
Can I attack it if I just take that 5-foot step over?
Yes.
Okay, can I do that but do it slowly so I don't disturb the water anymore?
Yes,
Can
you're
I
fine.
be like, okay. Yeah,
You
I'm
wouldn't
gonna-
be
I'm
within
gonna
the
move
circle
over there.
anyway. Like you're good. You can go
Okay.
out here and attack it.
Yeah. And I'm doing a 2-weapon fighting, so I'm gonna make, I guess it's 3 attacks total.
Okay.
And I'm gonna power attack. I need to just roll it now. Do I do it through my equipment? I don't know how my attacks work here. Or through my weapons?
You have to
There we
make a macro if you want to do 2-weapon fighting.
go. I'm just gonna do the attacks individually.
Okay.
You just roll the attack 3 times then.
Yeah. It's asking me for a flank.
No.
Are we flanking? No, we're not flanking. I don't know why it's asking me that. There we go.
Because that's just what how the macro
Oh,
works.
it's asking me for power attack and all this shit too. So
You are power attacking.
yeah, I didn't know it would ask me all this. I didn't know it was that advanced. Did that not do anything?
No, you said you roll a 10 with all the shit.
What? It's
But it only rolled it once. It said you're attacking with short sword times 2. It's not like you're attacking with 2 short swords.
okay. I'm just gonna roll a fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
d20 and do my bonuses.
You
Fucking
figure out macros
Christ.
later. That's something you have
dude.
to kind of do before session because it's crazy.
Okay, well that missed.
Yeah.
The
Roll again
next
because
one.
like the whatever that was, it just roll another d20.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Okay. So 13. That's plus 4. So 17. I think 17.
Okay. You only get 2 attacks, right? I thought you were doing 3.
He said roll again. That first one doesn't count.
Ryan, do you want to make
I
them
know.
D6s? I actually have on here D8, but I think I changed the macro to D6
There's the last
because
one.
of.
We'll talk about it later.
Oof. Yeah.
So
Because it has 6 cylinders.
So only that second
the one.
attack hits.
Yeah.
So just roll damage for
course.
your second attack.
Short swords are d6, right?
Yes.
So 8.
8. Let me do some
Oh wait,
calculations.
8, 9, 10, 12. My bad.
12. Let me do some calculations real quick. So Aurelius, as you fling your sword, or wait, what do you have exactly? Oh yeah, short sword, right?
Yeah, it's 2 short swords.
As you go to stab the water with your short sword, you go a little bit too far to the right and you miss. Your second attack goes a little bit too far to the left and misses. That third attack, just for role-playing purposes,
Yeah.
the third attack plunges straight into the center of the water, of the disturbance, and you feel it come to rest. Whatever this creature is, probably a good 6 or 7 inches into the sword, as you feel it kind of like writher, and then all of a sudden it feels like you're carrying this large, like the sword has gotten way heavier as you're kind of like manhandling. You bring the sword up out of the water,
Just come on.
and what you see on the end of the sword is what looks like this halfling-sized creature. However, it's got this lizard body with 6 appendages, but 4 legs coming from the abdomen, and these 2 claws coming up, I guess, kind of like a crab, and then its
It's
face.
a lizard crab.
Its face is like centipede-like with probably 12 feelers coming out. It looks to be fairly young, but as you bring the sword up out of the water kind of flushes away the present blood, and then now the sword's out of the water. The blood is kind of dripping down the sword to the hilt.
Is it dead?
Yes, it is. It is very
Very dead.
What the fuck are these things?
Can I punch it on the sword?
Sure, if you want.
I punch the dead thing on the sword.
Wait.
Okay. Essentially,
you.
let me add the token of what it is. Just kind of give you guys a better
Idea.
yeah.
Punch my sword again and you'll be on it.
It's
Oh, it's very Cthulhu-like.
I don't
It's
know.
a praying mantis lizard Cthulhu.
I don't know if any of you have knowledge planes.
I do.
Sure don't.
You could make
Well,
you could make a
Gregor
knowledge
did.
planes.
Let me go and make. Yeah.
I got local.
Skills, knowledge, planes.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty common creature. I guess aquatic creature. It's a chul.
A chul.
Yeah, it's like a small,
Ah.
maybe like a toddler chul.
Mmm.
A jewel?
Smoking like a jewel pod.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
But while I'm doing that, actually no, I got nothing to do for right now. Giljoy just kind of scoffs at it. This
But
one
does
I
it
do.
taste good?
Okay, so the combat ended, or?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
For now.
Okay.
I'm gonna. What do you? The frog has went. Oh yeah, Vasic's gone. I'm just gonna take his frog away.
Well, he said that the frog was gonna hop back up when it could.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
the
So
frog is got the command to come back.
Yeah. I did mess up making the macros. It's up to you in the end, though.
We'll talk
I
about it
don't
after
care either
session.
way.
We'll talk about it.
Oh,
after session.
okay.
So.
Yeah, I just thought we were like in break time, basically.
As you, I'm guessing you. I mean, you don't keep Nick. You there?
Nick's AFK.
Okay. I'm assuming he doesn't keep the creature.
Sorry, I'm here.
I hit the mute on my mic.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he has a wireless mic.
I'm guessing
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
keep the creature. You just kind of let it slug off into the water.
Yeah. I just like push it off with my other hand or my other sword.
Right, and it just kind of like flops back in the water and slowly drifts away a few feet away before submerging.
Just be careful, guys. There might be another.
I spit at it.
I'm gonna drink one of the potions of light heal wounds.
I will as well. My legs were
Is
fucked
that
up.
2d4?
A D8, right?
Yeah.
Everybody
Oh,
take whatever
1d8.
potions. Everybody take whatever potions you're gonna take.
It's 1d8 plus something, though, isn't it,
It's
Ryan?
we did. I have +1 written down.
Plus
for
1
myself.
per caster level.
Yeah.
So
It's the caster
For-
level. I just kind of did it for every. Let's see. It's cure light wounds and moderate. So I have my light wounds as a +1 and my moderate as a +2.
I'm going down a potion.
Oopie.
I got 5 left, and
so it would be a what +4 for healing?
No, light wounds is +1 and medium
Wouldn't it be
wounds is
plus of
+2.
whatever the caster level of the person who made the potion?
It
That's
would
what
be.
I
Never
would
told
do.
us.
Yeah. Well, what is it?
We'll say 3.
I'm gonna reload all
So
my
9.
guns too, Ryan.
Okay.
So 51 HP.
1, 1, 1. So I gotta take that out of reserve. So 2 of those and 1 of the shotgun shells. Damn, I should have prepped up on some shells, boy.
So,
Game.
as you guys
I
finish
think I'm gonna
combat,
use one more as well.
okay. Go ahead and take whatever you need and minus whatever.
Good job. What's your gorilla's name?
Brutus.
Brutus.
Good job, Brutus.
As you guys finish up combat and continue on to the swamp, not very far, as you kind of in your knowledge planes check, basically, you know, Chuls generally reside around the shores of water, or the shores of like an embankment or like the beach.
So we're near that, just what you're saying.
Yes. Venturing further, as the water subsides around your legs, you come upon a bank before a dark, thick forest. Just 1 second. I'll bring you back to
At
the
least we
home screen.
managed to get out of the swamp.
The croaks of frogs are replaced instead with caws of crows off in the distance. The forest itself dark, gray, and discernibly old, though the trees reaching high into the gloomy clouds appear to be charred as if burned, but they are very much alive. They're just trees of the Shadowfell. As you continue the journey through the forest, the crunching of leaves underneath your boots are unable to mask the sounds of the ominous whispers that trickle through the air. Creatures of the forest are heard off in the distance, but you're unable to discern exactly what those could be. Again, coming back to the sound of the Shadowfell. It's not loud, as in like it's just overwhelming amounts of sound around you. It's just very ominous, as the I guess the song of a bird could come off as something totally different, very far away when it comes to you. So you're just not really sure if exactly what they could be. However, After traveling through the forest for a very short time, actually, you come to a small embankment that reaches up to a dirt road. Looking left to right, there are no signs of any indication of what lies where, just a long dirt road reaching into the thickness of fog on either end with another forest on the other side.
So we can actually kind of guess where we are based on our map.
Killjoy kind of peeks up into the sky and tries to check to see where the sun is at, if there is a spottable sun.
There is no spottable sun in the Shadowfell. You can kind of
So
tell.
we're somewhere in this area. It's hard to say. Because you said that it's a dirt road with another forest on the other side.
We could be. I don't know how to ping.
Hold, click.
Hold left click.
We could be in the middle here.
Yeah, there's a subtle road here.
Oh, is there a road that goes through the middle?
And it's
Yeah.
close
Yeah.
to a cord installed, yeah.
It is very close to those.
As you, I will say this, just to not confuse you guys. As you peer off to the forest on the other side, it does move to a more barren. It's not like a full forest. Let me just clarify.
Okay, so it is probably this area.
We might be closer than we expect. As a matter of fact, we might be right here, close to these crossroads.
Yeah, because we could be in this forest looking this direction.
The trick is finding out what direction we're looking at.
Well, I got a compass if we need.
Yeah, but does a compass even do anything in the
If you-
Shadowfell?
Really?
That'll work.
Billy Joe, as you
That's
reach into
true.
your pocket, bring out the
I've
compass.
never been here.
You look at the compass and it's just spinning.
Well, there's the answer.
You are in a
Shit.
different plane of existence. The compass is for the magnetic north of the planet you're on.
Yeah.
As he
You're on a
has it
different
out,
plane of existence.
as
You
he
know
has it out in his
Shadowfell
palm,
compass.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
as he's got it kind of sitting out in his palm, I kind of walk over and just like tap on the top of it and say, "I don't think that's gonna do us any good here."
Oh, I know that.
As you tap it, the needle spinning sort of like stops, kind of bounces a little bit, and points to the southeast,
Oh.
and then begins spinning
Okay.
again.
You saw that, right?
Oh, I saw it, man. You want to head that way?
Well, that's the only lead we've gotten so far.
I'm gonna head the way it pointed. All right.
To the southeast.
Saddle up. Shit.
If that is the southeast, I mean, fuck, we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to like know any direction. It just kind of like set
No,
it a bit,
it's
and
just we're going where it pointed.
Pointed. Yeah, we don't know which. Like.
It said that way.
then you guys pick the direction of southeast, which would technically be going right down the road, I think. You journeying far up the dirt road through the fog for maybe a couple hours. A dark figure begins to form in the fog, kind of like off. Keep in mind, you can only probably see a few hundred feet, so you can
It's
see.
better than in the forest, but it's still not great.
Yeah, it's. I mean, there's still a blanket of fog over the area. Let me.
Here we go again. At least there ain't no damn chul.
Maybe if he changed that yes outline.
yeah.
Okay, that's a little weird. Okay, journeying far up the dirt road through the fog for a couple hours, another dark figure begins to form within the fog. This time, however, a wooden stake with a sign, and as you get closer, you can read the words "Scald," as well as some scribbles in what appears to be some sort of different language other than common.
It appears that compass did get us in the right direction.
What, let's see, languages.
To be fair, you just picked a way, and you were bound to hit a town.
Is it Gnomish?
But it wasn't going to be
Can I read
the
it?
right
Is it
town.
Gnomish?
It's not Gnomish.
Damn it.
Goblin?
No.
Unlikely. Yeah.
Ryan
Alvin?
doesn't know what languages we can speak, by the way, so he would tell us if one of us.
I don't know off the top of my head because you guys redid your character.
Yeah.
So. I will say you guys would probably see it. It's Orcish. It's Orcish. But you're unable to read it unless you guys know, one of you knows Orcish.
I know
should know.
Goblin close, but shit.
Goblin, he might be able to understand some of it actually.
So
There's a chance.
Parts.
So
maybe.
the only parts you're going to be able to really understand is that there's a string of Orcish and then the numbers 2387 BCE and then
2387 BCE.
and then what appears to be a name, Ulrin Gretch, but you don't see what the first part is.
Wait, so I don't see Ulrin or
No,
wait,
you
hold
see
on.
2387
it's
BCE.
something in
Hold
Orcish.
hold on. You see 2387 BCE and then Ulrin Gretch, which, because of the capitalization and the way names are, you can infer is a name, but you don't see that initial text.
String.
So,
Yeah,
string
I
of
don't.
text.
I can just understand it's Orcish.
Yes.
Can he
Well-
at least copy it down? So we
yeah.
have-
Yeah, you could if you wanted to. That's actually
Yeah,
pretty
I'm
smart.
writing it down in my notes, but out of character. But I guess if anyone has like parchment.
I
or
have
something.
calligraphy supplies actually. Can
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
a calligraphy check to try to legitimately copy what the sign says?
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't have to make a check or anything. It would be fairly easy to like sit down and copy.
Because I
it.
actually do calligraphy.
Well, like if I strung Chinese characters in front of you, like you could look at it and then effectively copy with no
Copy it.
problem. It would just
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
take some time or something like that, but you eventually copy it down. And as you continue on from the sign, the fog fades into the desolate township of Skald, a village of primitive architecture and less than desirable property. Leading yourselves up the road a little bit more, passing by various one-story residential buildings that look just decades old. Most of them inhabited by old folk of both the human and half-orc variety, as some of them are out on their porches or like hanging clothes or doing various things.
Do we see the tavern?
No, not at the moment.
Gilderoy, you gonna be able to stay here? This might be too low class for you, right?
So
That's
Ryan,
kind of the
With
vibe I was
poaching,
getting
it's
as
hard
well.
to hide with the rest of the surroundings being so poor.
The
would
village.
you draw something
the
on
vill-
the map to just show us where we've like come from at this point? Like, do we know for sure like which one of these paths we went down?
Yeah, you could probably infer. Oh, that token isn't there. Let me just go back.
Just poking fun at Gilderoy's like superior complex.
Oh,
thing.
Gilderoy is just like, yeah, no, this is a little bit too poor for my taste.
You kind of came in from over here
That's what I thought.
and then are moving down.
Never change.
Actually, no, hold on. No, you came from right here, and because you followed it southeast, it took you this way. You
Okay.
guys chose southeast, so you could have gone. You could have gone left, or you could have gone right to a corridor, or left to Skull.
Oh, we went to Skull.
Yeah, you guys went to Skull. And yeah, okay. You guys are in Skull. Yeah, so the town kind of, as you pass by the residential buildings, it kind of encircles this cracked old obelisk protruding from the soil. Upon coming up to the obelisk, as you guys just continue forward, a gold plate is attached and inscribed in Orcish is the name you see again, Ulrin Gretch, and then under that you see 2401 BCE hyphen 2134 BCE.
So it's like a rain. It's probably like something relating to like a.
It's some sort of dates, and then under that is more Orcish that you're unable to.
Wait. What were the dates?
2401 BCE and 2134 BCE.
So the same number we saw before, and then.
Yeah, and your characters would know that these are dates of before current era. So right now, if you guys didn't know, the year is 1178, I think, according to the Mirrodin calendar. It's 1178 CE. So this was a few thousand years ago.
Wild.
Damn.
So wait, this is saying 2401 to 2134, but the one we saw before says 2387 with the same name.
Yes.
But assume a place such as this would get better over
So
time.
there 3 different numbers, Ryan?
Yeah, 3 different numbers.
Okay.
Essentially, the math doesn't add up.
Why are they still poor?
Yeah, and then under that is more Orcish that you're unable to
Comprehend.
read. Yeah, comprehend.
It's like, yes, thank you, Captain Obvious.
What are the most standout buildings we see?
Not a whole lot right now.
Does one of them have a
Okay.
big tankard attached to them?
So if your guys' primary mission is to go to the tavern, by now that you've made it to Skald, the sky has gotten like much darker. So it is effectively what maybe you would call night. Continuing on through the village, trying to find some sort of inkling of a tavern-like structure.
Or at least just somewhere where we could spend the night.
Exploring along the path, the largest building standing within the village, kind of a little bit further on than the obelisk. As you can see, as you come upon it, it's like Wild West swinging doors in the front, in the middle of 2 brightly lit yellow windows, and a porch that's as wide as the foundation. So it's kind of like an old style, like plantation saloon. Yeah, like a saloon. Yeah.
Already back at home.
Yes, and as you can see from the kind of like very poorly made sign, is like you can like there's only some letters that are present, but you can make out like Ulamog Tavern. As you look up, smoke billows high from the chimney into the deep black sky, effectively kind of like coming together as one with the amount of dark clouds in the sky. As you approach the establishment, the sense of cinnamon and aged ale fill your nostrils.
That smells good.
Stepping through the doors, we'll go ahead.
Everyone in the inn turns towards us.
Are they chill with the giant gorilla coming in?
Yeah.
They see big hairy things coming here through all the time.
Got you.
We're called orcs.
Fugachi.
Got you.
Fugachi-gasm.
So, stepping through the swinging doors, your ape kind of gets weird looks, but there are various people here, mostly human and orc and half orc and stuff like that. But people kind of just look and stare, but they don't really see anything. This is the Shadowfell. They've seen weird things, and this does not even come close to breaking the top 20. Stepping through the swinging doors, the clinking of glasses and voices of many individuals bounce around the room. The tavern is very well lit, unlike many of the places you've seen thus far in the village. Even the residential areas were kind of lit by candlelight, and it's all very primitive. However, there seems to be some modicum of electricity here, as well as you still have your like standard lanterns as well. But yeah, there's probably 40 people in here.
So what sort of did he give us identifying information for this orc?
He did not.
We know he's a full orc.
No,
And his name was...
Felix described him as a half orc.
He did.
He's the half orc.
Half orc with a name that starts with B that I can't remember.
Borgia.
I'll just call out
Borgia.
Borgia.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
Everyone follows humans just walk in and they're just like, bonjour.
I'm gonna go up to the bar, try to get a drink. Fuck. Just
I'm
almost
going
got
to
attacked
Does
by a
anyone turn
fucking
their head to
tool.
Yeah.
that name or anything?
I am right with Billy Joe.
Killjoy kind of follows along. At the moment he plops his ass down on one of the stools. Give me what a fine swill you serve here.
Okay. The patron of the bar comes over and hands whoever's sitting at the bar a drink. Going back to you, Vigram, as you kind of try above the rest of the crowd, say the name Borgier. You notice from probably about 20, 30 feet away, a table sits probably a couple humans, a couple half-orcs. All of them, plus, various people that are near you, kind of turn towards you, but you can kind of see the center of this table. Everybody at the table turns and looks, except one individual.
A half orc, a human.
He is a half-orc. You notice he doesn't really stand out amongst the other half-orcs there. Though he's quite obviously half-orc. Perhaps his mother or father were full human, as his orcish features are somewhat subtle under his large stature. He's not wearing anything out of the ordinary either, just kind of like a light brown, oversized tunic. But in terms of like his features, he's definitely more human than half-orc. So he'd be like maybe like a quarter of an orc.
Okay.
But you
I'm
can
gonna
kind of
head
see
over-
he's not like paying attention. Like everybody else at the table just kind of went and looked at you.
Yeah. I'm gonna let the party know. I think that's Borgier over there at that table. I'm gonna go say hi.
I'm gonna finish my
and-
drink. I say to him as a reply.
Alright.
Well, while they're
I'm gonna
doing
head
all
over.
that stuff, I now finally walk over to the bar after surveying the room.
Their alcohol is better than their creatures, I walk over with Marcus to. That's always gonna be
Yeah.
Marcus.
For those who have
I
ordered
walk over
drinks-
with Marcus to
For those who have ordered
Borgier.
drinks, you are served a complimentary like basket of like basically like would be tortilla chips and like this like dipping sauce.
Salsa.
I could eat. I'm
Oh,
chowing, man.
Yeah, chow.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, chow.
I walk up to the barkeep while they're off doing that. What is that cinnamon smell that I'm smelling?
Your mom.
And then the patron, the kind of like clinking the glasses and serving everybody drinks. By the way, if you bought a drink, 1 gold piece. Yeah, 1 gold piece because it comes with
You
like
know what I'm
you get like free stuff like the chips and stuff like that with it.
You know what I'm picturing? We're walking towards Borgier with Olgren and or Vigram. Sorry, I don't know why I said Olgren. We're walking with Vigram and like Gildroy's carrying the salsa, the dip. One of us is carrying the chips, and we're like eating off of it as we're walking towards them.
Yeah.
For sure.
Just picture like we're in Rap's basement and that's how you guys are eating.
Yeah.
We're walking around eating, like going to the table.
An entire bag
100%.
of tortilla chips is gone. It has perished.
The half-orc patron serving you guys drinks, Raptor, as you ask him, what is that smell of cinnamon? He retorts, that is our new ale. We actually just brewed it this morning if you'd like to try it.
Absolutely.
Is he in earshot of me?
You about to
Yes.
get fucked up.
That I order that when I order my drink. I say I'll try one of those as well.
Okay. Yeah,
You're
1 gold
already
piece.
You're already off going walking to the other table.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I'm
am. Fuck,
walking
I
to
forgot that we
Borgier.
were walking away. My bad. I thought we were still at the bar.
You're
No,
good. You're good. He gives you
I know I'm
a
back
little
in a
bit. He gives you like a small, not shot glass, but maybe like a little bit bigger just to try it because you didn't
Like a
order a full one.
sample?
Yeah, like a sample.
If need be, we can always go back to the bar.
What is it like?
No,
Uh,
I just misunderstood. That was my bad.
picture like
Oh, you're good.
picture like an ale that is somewhat aged but has the subtleties of like apple pie under it.
Nice.
I'll take an entire pint.
He reaches
Man's
under the
gonna
table,
get fucked up in the Shadowfell.
Go
takes a
get
glass
drunk.
on tap too, on tap, pours it, hands it to you. You throw him a gold piece.
I throw them 2
Don't
because it was
feel-
delicious.
Woo! The tip.
Make the
The
rest of us
tip.
look bad.
You're gonna get Knurd because I fell. It's drunk backwards. You see, everything's upright.
So, getting back to you, Vigram, you are coming up to what you believe is Borgier.
Yeah.
This is everybody but Reggie and Billy Joe, right? Aurelius, Nick, Vasic, and Eli.
Giltroy.
You know, I think Gildroy's gonna stick
No,
by
Billy
the bar
Joe is coming too.
and just watch.
Oh, okay. So then it's just Billy Joe, Marcus, or
Yeah.
Aurelius, and
Everybody else but Reggie.
Vigram. I gotta get his name down.
Yeah, everybody else but Reggie. Reggie's at the table enjoying a pint of the cinnamon ale. And
Well, Gildroy said he's going
Yeah,
back.
yeah. I'm
Gildroy is
gonna
also
stick
at
by
the
the bar
bar.
and just watch.
okay,
So it's
okay.
just us three.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, as you come upon this half-orc, you kind of get a better glimpse of him. Yeah, like I said, light brown, oversized tunic flowing down to a pair of semi-worn hide shorts. Arms thrown over the table holding a pair of playing cards. It seems like they're playing some sort of form of no-limit hold'em, poker. You can see he's got a modicum of chips a little bit. There's clearly a winner, and that's the human on the other side of the table. Coming closer, everybody around you, at the table at least, is kind of like eyeing you a little bit. You guys are clearly not from around here. But coming closer, stopping, and before you can say anything, the half-orc just kind of shifts in his chair a little bit. All right. What do you want?
Conversation.
We're
Well,
friends
first,
of
we brought you
Felix.
Thibodeau.
Not everybody
We're all just
speak at
talking
once.
over each other.
We're friends of Felix Thibodeau. We were sent to find an artifact, and he told us we
Maybe,
could trust him.
maybe,
This man.
I call.
maybe we not divulge as much. Felix did warn us to.
You're all
Keep
just
it,
standing
a
in
little
front of a
on the
bunch of
down low.
people talking about this.
That's why I just wanted to have a nice conversation with him.
Seems
And
to
we
me
got
you have the
salsa,
wrong
too.
half-orc.
Don't forget the salt.
You're not
Set it down
Borgia?
on the table.
Oh, no,
He's just
I
like-
I am Borgier. I don't know of this Felix man you speak of. And he kind of looks into your eyes intently, and then goes back
Yes,
to
I think
playing.
my friend is mistaken.
Can I
What about, do you know
sense
of
if he's
a,
lying?
do you know of a director,
about this?
Barkley?
I've already grabbed Virgum on the shoulder and say, or Vigram, sorry.
Yeah.
And I say, yes, I think my friend is mistaken, and I give him that same look. I just stare into his eyes.
Okay.
Shut
Oh.
the fuck up.
Shit, I asked him, do you know about a director, Barkley? I think.
Can you all
That
just
name.
leave me to my game? I'm already losing. I'm already down 400
Yes,
gold
I'm
pieces.
sorry.
You know
and I
what?
grabbed-
Hey, you enjoy
I-
the chips and the salsa, and we'll just leave.
I
So,
grabbed both of them by the shoulders, and I'm trying to push them away towards the bar.
so Gildroy kind of watching these guys kind of fumble over themselves. He starts marching himself over to the table and kind of tries to take a look at what people got in hand.
Okay.
I'm just sitting at the bar, snacking on tortilla chips, watching them all fuck this shit up.
I haven't fucked anything up. I was trying to play it cool, alright?
Trying to rectify the situation.
I'm pushing them away towards the bar now.
Sorry, Gildroy, say what you're gonna do again.
So I'm gonna see if I can like subtly like just walk by the table and just kind of like see what people got in hand.
Okay. As you kind of make your way around the table, going from kind of like Borgier's side to like the other side a little bit, as you get about halfway around, kind of like, I mean, it's definitely looking like you're kind of trying to peer over. And one of the humans from the other side of the table looks at you and, without skipping a beat, speaks up. Hey, what are you doing?
Oh. Gildroy's kind of just entranced at looking at the table, and he kind of stops, tries to stop, subtly after hearing this guy speak up.
He looks around at the rest of the table.
Yeah.
All right, who was it this time?
He's trying to cheat. He's
The other
he's trying to
humans, the other
cheat.
humans and half-orcs just kind of look around as they kind of look up on Borgia, and Borgia goes, "Wasn't me. I." He just looks dumbfounded, as it's implied that there has been some sort of cheating in the past between players, paying off others to kind of like give reads, the whole fucking. You guys have seen 21, right?
Yeah.
So while this is happening, I'm just gonna be like, Gilderoy, stop bothering the people playing their game. Get back over here. Try this ale.
Ugh, I suppose I'll try something else.
You know
What
Try
you
one
did
this
see,
off.
what you did see,
Shit.
Try to give him an out so he doesn't get his ass beat for
The
trying
flop-
to help people cheat.
the flop has occurred. One of the humans has flopped a full house, aces over tens.
Cheater.
And then one of the half orcs has a pair of nines, but everybody else had shit. Anyways, yeah. Sorry, Reggie. You gesture Gilderoy to come back over to the bar, try the ale. You guys right now are just kind of sitting at the bar enjoying your
I
drinks.
look at Marcus.
I was trying to give
and-
Gilderoy an out so he
my
doesn't
God.
like implicate Borgia anymore. You know.
Okay.
I look
What were
at
you saying,
Marcus,
Billy Joe?
and I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, hey, it might not have been all that bad. We might have gave away the names and all, but if he is keeping it under wraps, we do know he's trustworthy now.
Yes. So
He's
now,
not gonna say it in front of everyone like we did.
now we sit at this bar and find a
get
place
hammered.
to sleep,
And
and
that
he
too.
will find us. He knows we're here.
Or
Even
maybe
though
he-
it was a little more overt than it should have been.
Have you
It
guys
could have been a
considered
good
that?
thing, though. I'm not saying it's all bad. It's all shipwrecked.
I agree. So
Yeah.
let's relax for a little bit.
Have you considered
And
that
now
he
We
may
don't
not
got no
approach
chips and
us
salsa. Now
due
we
to the
don't got
fact
no
that we were
chips.
so overt? Have you considered that?
How about we stop talking about it and have a few drinks?
You guys should try this cinnamon ale.
That's the plan.
As you guys, spend whatever gold you want on like food and beer and stuff like that, you guys sit around the bar for a little while. As the night drags on for a few hours, the patrons are coming and going, but mostly leaving as
Night's wrapping up.
a couple hours goes by.
Hey, barkeep, could I
You
get
never
some food?
saw Borgia or anybody leave. However, the tavern has kind of dwindled down to maybe like a few groups of people. But yeah, it looks like to be like they're cleaning up and kind of closing up shop within the hour.
How are the stacks of gold looking at the table?
From the poker game.
Yeah.
As you guys have been drinking and eating and the night's been going on, the poker game wrapped up. Poker game's been
Gotcha.
wrapped up. You
Yeah.
haven't noticed exactly, but you look back and the table's empty.
Oh, they're all gone?
Yes.
They are all
Oh,
dead.
shit.
You want to let him make the next move, then?
I say that's probably our best option.
Hey, barkeep,
So
do you
big.
guys have an inn around here? Or can we stay at your establishment?
Oh, I'm sorry. It does look like you are not from around here, but there aren't any places to sleep. The closest place would probably be a court, and that's about an 8-hour travel.
Lovely.
So, you mean we got all fucked up a little bit. I ain't that bad. But people get
Yeah, we have
fucked up
nowhere to
here at
sleep.
the inn or the bar, and then they ain't got nowhere to go.
And then they go home.
Yeah, I would assume they live here.
To
He
provide a
just
little
said
bit.
8-hour travel to the closest place. To
Yeah, there's
sleep.
no
But
inn.
this is still a town.
there's
There are
people-
still homes
Oh,
here.
yeah, I see. I thought it was just like a bar in the middle. Like
It's
The
the
majority of
middle of
people
nowhere.
here that currently drink, as you can see John over there and Parkley over there, they live in this
Say
town.
Barkley?
No, Pargley.
Okay.
Not the same. They live here.
Charles Barkley.
Their houses are here. I know where they live. We all.
We could try to pay one of the towns, though.
I
Almost like out of character, almost like an Airbnb. Lol.
Don't forget to check in on the app, boys.
Yeah.
Do you know anybody that would be willing to open their home to us?
A
For
group like
price,
you,
of course.
a group like you with
Minus
that
the
thing.
gorilla.
As he kind of like looks at the gorilla. No, I don't reckon I do.
I finish my drink and toss him another gold piece. I toss him a silver piece as a tip. And I just begin to walk out of the bar. If our boy Bergier isn't anywhere.
Okay. As you step out of the bar, coming into the cool
You
night
have to
air,
go cup for this.
the darkness of the night is very prominent. Obviously, it's a Shadowfell, but the light is, instead of this kind of like yellowish, well, not really yellowish glow, but like the moonlight, you could just tell like it bounces off the clouds in a different way than the sun would. With that being said, you step out of the bar and you come upon the porch area. Sounds of crickets is crickets and cicadas are just rampant in this town. Looking around, you spot a figure standing in between two buildings, staring. You can't quite make it out. He turns around and proceeds back down the alleyway.
Okay. Is there anybody else around?
No,
Is it
we
just us
stayed in
two?
the bar.
I know,
Unless
I know
you
guys
follow-
stayed in the bar.
Unless you guys
Yeah,
have followed
I'm
Aurelius.
gonna head out with him.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow, but I'm not gonna go down like any alleyways.
Okay, so you two are out here with me.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna stay in the bar.
Is there anybody else around, or is it just us, like standing out
it's
here?
just you, and then the sounds of like a dog barking off in the vast difference.
Shadowfell
What am
dog.
I thinking?
Yeah, I just figure I don't know Nick's seeing this or Aurelius is seeing this, so there's no reason to really exit the.
Unless
tavern
you see
immediately.
Aurelius leaving and you just think you guys are leaving, like it wouldn't be.
I just thought he was like walking outside for air
Okay.
or something, because we're waiting for Borgier according to our plans. So
Okay.
I'm just sitting at the bar. Yeah.
Okay. So Aurelius, Gildroy, and Vigrum, you're outside too.
Yeah.
Okay. So you three, Aurelius, I'm guessing you're explaining.
Yeah. I haven't said anything yet. I just saw the figure. It was just standing there, right? And then it started to walk down the alley.
Yeah, like a shadow.
Like it saw you.
Okay.
Like you know that.
Yeah, the moonlight kind of
Yeah.
bouncing in between the buildings. You see the silhouette.
Yeah, but we're walking out of an establishment. Like I'm not worried about something seeing me. I did not like I'm trying to sneak around or anything. But I don't know. I don't know what to think of that. I'm gonna kind of go towards the alleyway a little bit. Just kind of. I'm not
So-
gonna walk into it, but I'm gonna stand at the edge of it.
Okay. Aurelius is
As,
making. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Vason.
I was gonna say, as Aurelius is approaching, Giljoy is going to cast ventriloquism, more or less throwing his voice to originate about, let's say, 35 feet. So he's gonna try to throw it down the alleyway, and when the spell is finished casting, Giljoy is gonna say, "If you know what's good for you, come into the lights and have a drink."
No response.
Is that to? Okay.
That was towards to the shadowy figure.
the thing. So you saw it too. It wasn't just me that saw it.
No, I'm guessing you explained
Well,
it to
you
everybody.
explained it to him.
No, that's what I'm saying. I didn't. I didn't say anything yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you didn't say anything yet? Well,
Yeah.
Retcon
Sorry.
then, or
Yeah,
you,
retcon didn't happen.
retcon? All right then, never
Yeah,
mind.
that's what I said at the beginning. I said I'm not going to say anything yet, but I'm going to make my way towards the shadow, or
Okay.
just towards the edge of the alleyway. Like I said, I'm not going into the alley. I'm just walking over across.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm presumably Vigrum and Gildroy are following, unaware of what Aurelius is actually truly what his intentions are.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys are following me, that's fine. I'm not going to tell you not to or anything, but I haven't outright said
disclosed
anything yet.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is why
Yeah.
I thought nothing was
I-
going on. I just sat in the bar because he
Yeah,
walked
yeah.
out. Like, yeah.
I'm just chatting with Billy in the barkeep. Just like,
Yeah, you're good.
Billy. I love that name, dude.
Billy Joe.
Billy. Billy Joe.
All right. What's your intentions, Aurelius?
I don't see anything just peering down into the alleyway as I walk over.
Peering down into the alleyway, like I said, the light kind of bounces off the houses and kind of presumably the stone kind of comes around and then it kind of like turns, but you're not unable to see what's around the corner.
I thought I saw something. Sorry.
All well and good. Now, before we get shanked. You never
What
know.
it look
Yeah,
like?
I'm not keen on following it.
I don't know what the denizens of this town may be up to.
As you
I
guys
think
are discussing this, you hear a faint whistle. Almost like the wind, but not.
It's like a
Down-
thief doing a bird
Just in the
call.
air? Or?
It's like think of it like a whisper in the wind. However, the air is dead calm.
Gilderoy's going to cast Detect Magic and just kind of scan the area, see if he picks up anything.
No magic.
No magic? Wonderful.
Well, remember, he did say something, voices can be further away than that.
Of course, but you never know. Gilderoy then just kind of starts strutting back into the tavern.
Do you think we should investigate? We don't know where our friend went.
Yeah, I mean, if that's Borgia and he's not going to speak in public,
Should we get the rest of them? Or should we scout ahead?
yeah, let's get the rest of them. And
Alright,
let
I'll
him know
keep
what
an eye.
happened.
I'll
So-
keep watching in case he decides to come back.
I'm gonna ask Gilderoy to let everybody know what we saw.
Okay. In the interest of time, you guys go back into the bar. You explain to Billy and Reggie exactly what's going on, what had happened, and then that they are requesting you guys to come out and not explore, but investigate.
I look around, and Borgia isn't in the tavern, right?
Do you guys come? Do you guys like listen to Gilderoy? You guys come out with him and.
Well,
Well,
I listen to what they're saying
Yes.
to come out, but do I look around for Borgia? He ain't in the tavern.
No.
I'm like, oh, shoot, I've had one too many. And then I put down my glass and I flip a couple coins to the barkeep.
Okay.
You've been a delight.
I'm assuming I've learned the barkeep's name by this point. I mean, we've been chatting.
Sure.
Stuff.
Sure.
What's his name?
Random generator.
Durid.
Durin?
Durin?
Durin.
No,
Alright,
Durid.
Oh, Durin.
Thank you for the wonderful ale. You may see us again, but it seems we have business to attend to. Have a good night.
Have a good night, Reggie.
Durin.
There is
I did that.
And I
Fucking-
put a silver. I put a
gold.
silver for each of my friends on the table.
Okay.
Yeah, I minus 2 gold off mine.
Okay.
There we go.
Gilderoy forgets to pay his tab.
I'll walk out.
Forgets air quotes.
Forgets.
Gilderoy skips out on his tab.
Yeah. This place is below me, man.
Doesn't
Honestly,
deserve
I'm
my
doing them a service
patronage.
with the first coin.
So,
Jesus.
you guys have conglomerated outside together. What's the current course of action?
They have like rocking chairs and shit outside too, right?
No.
So like I'm still standing over by the alleyway, and I assume Vigrum is too, right?
Yeah.
So once the rest of the party comes out of the bar or the tavern, I'm going to make like a sharp whistle and kind of gesture for them to come over to us, and I'm gonna start walking down the alleyway.
I'm gonna try to halt Marcus real quick, and I'm gonna say, wait a minute. Has anyone got some sort of light we can throw down that way?
Well,
What did you do
it
with my
might-
sword
it-
earlier?
it might leave
uh,
us to be found. If we're all
Yeah.
lit up,
Accurate.
Clearly, we're investigating
It's
something.
best that we move in under the cover of dark.
As you guys are
I then
discussing
continue.
this, as you guys
I
are
could have
discussing
scoped
this,
down
at the
and
beginning
looked
of the
this up.
alleyway, hold on, about 25 feet away, you notice the same figure come around the corner and lean up against the wall. Now, he is fairly far away, like I said, 20, 30 feet, but what you hear is a faint, not whisper, but just a faint voice speaking like this. And it says, "Are you guys going to talk up a storm? Or are you going to follow me and we can talk?"
I'd start walking.
That's who we're looking for.
However-
Strap the gun.
However, I do have my hand on one of my blades, like
Okay.
on the hilt at my still in its holster.
Yeah.
I have one of my hands on my other hand.
Yeah.
As you guys proceed to walk down the alleyway, the light from the sky eventually fades into focus, and it is indeed Borgier at the end of the corner, kind of in this alleyway.
It's just been
Looking
standing here for
worried.
like an hour.
Looking
while we've been
worried.
trying to decide what we're doing.
Yeah. My idea was gonna be like someone throw a light down the alley, and I thought I was just gonna scope down the alley and like get a magnified look at who it is. But
Did-
yeah,
did you cast the
just
light?
Called out.
Did you cast the light?
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
I
no.
only had
The
one use
druid
of the day.
recommended not to do it,
Okay.
which was good.
Yeah.
Like,
Also,
yeah.
you said that it's relatively bright, right?
I mean,
the
it's
moon light's
like
pretty-
it's like a full. It's like if you were outside and it's a full moon.
Yeah. Oh, full moon.
So
yeah.
we can see relatively well.
Dude, yeah, I should have just scoped. I should have just looked.
Oh
Dude.
wait.
But-
All right. Hold
Eh.
on.
All right, so
Continue.
let's
I need to send you a message though.
Okay.
continue down the.
It would
alley.
actually. It wouldn't be like it wouldn't be like a full moon. It would be like a. We'll say it's like a half moon.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured it wasn't that bright. I was like, geez.
Yeah, because that is pretty bright.
That is pretty bright. Yeah. I'll put the weapon on my back, and like Aurelius, I'll kind of have my hand over the revolver.
My hand on my gad.
I have a hand on my gat, hand on my rat.
You are the rat.
Oh man, now DM and Nick typing back and forth the secret message.
Ooh,
Nah.
Ooh.
sexy, sexy sausage
A
time.
little sexy time.
So, anyways, yeah, as you guys like go down the alleyway, his face coming into focus, as he kind of like very nonchalantly takes his shoulder off the corner and begins to venture further down around the corner of the alleyway. As you guys follow with him, he stops and turns. Now it's much darker. You can barely see his face as you guys stand around him. Before any of you can speak, he proclaims, he tries, as in like back down to the very calm, soft voice. "What were you trying to do in there? It's not every day we get people from the material plane, especially Felix's people coming down here. What possessed you to bring up that name? And what were you trying to talk to me about? Especially
Well,
here."
if
I
you
look-
keep- Oh shit.
I just look at Vigor
All of us
for a
look
reply.
at Vigrum.
You know, at first I thought it was
I-
kind of stupid, but
I didn't realize how dangerous that might be. I'm very new to this.
That is bullshit. I know Felix like my own brother. He would have definitely let you guys know exactly how dangerous this would be.
okay. Well, to be fair to my friend here, look, Felix didn't talk to us directly about the situation. Director Parkley did. He said he knew you, but he didn't give us specifics. If anything, it kind of let us
Actually,
test
Felix
the
did
waters on
specifically
you.
talk to us about it. It was Felix.
Look, what's done is done, okay? I
True.
don't know why you're here, but I know a lot about the Shadowfell, so you must be here for some reason.
Do you know a
We're here for
name?
information about the
Another
Shadowfell.
name? Strahd von Zarovich?
Nobody's seen Strahd in probably about 100 years. Rumors
Well, we
won't get
need
you
to.
anywhere, because you'll hear things all the way from Strahd's finally dead to he left Castle Ravenloft in the Shadowfell long ago, but I believe he's up there, planning something. I don't know what, But if Strahd was dead, somehow I think we would know. We would all know.
Well, we
Yeah,
need
I
to
got a
find him.
sneaking suspicion we gotta get to Barovia. So,
Well, if you need to
Now
get to
we're here.
Barovia, the closest horse and carriage is in Accord, and assuming that they're all out, you may have to buy one. But there is no transportation out of Skald unless you plan to go on foot.
we got plenty
It's a
of
long
gold
walk.
pieces.
Far. How long would it take to get to Barovia by carriage?
Probably,
The map.
probably a couple days.
Well, listen,
If you
we
made
don't got
haste.
enough. We don't got enough time for that. This is a place that drains on our energy, right? So how about we just go down to Accord, you escort us there, we buy ourselves a horse, and then we go right up to Barovia.
Why would we have him escort us? That's so suspicious after we already brought attention to him
That would
by
seem to blow his
proclaiming
cover
such
away.
things in the middle
If
of
he knows the area better than we do, shit, we barely made it out of the woods.
Look,
I
it can't
can
be too hard
give
to follow
you
the road.
information about the Shadowfell and things in the Shadowfell, but I am not leaving Skald, and that's for damn sure. I am not going anywhere near Morgan or for Barovia, for that matter.
That works too.
I don't ask you to. I just need to know how to get there.
horse and carriage. He said that.
Yes, I understand that now.
We need to know how to get to Accord to buy the horse and carriage.
Well, that's the trick you're
Follow
going to
the
have to
road.
make on foot.
Yeah. We just need directions. We don't know where the hell we're going.
And perhaps lodging for
You got a
the-
map? That's all I'm asking for.
We have a map.
We do have a map.
You do have a map,
Yes,
and you have
but-
deduced exactly where you came from.
Yes, but
Yeah,
our compass
yeah.
still doesn't work. We still don't know what directions
Yeah,
or what.
we need like
We
direction.
know where
yeah,
we are
like,
though,
a way
and
to
we know
apply
which
it.
way Accord is.
Yes, but we
have all
don't
the
know which way
information
south
we-
is.
We don't
Okay.
need to know
Compass
which way
doesn't work.
south is. There's only 3 paths that go out of this city.
Okay, listen.
Yeah, I
this
guess
is
we
what's
do
going to
just
happen.
need to follow the road. Yeah.
Okay, so Borgier, again, over all this, he says, you're going to want to head south, probably for about 8 or so hours. There you will hit Accord. And if horse and carriages are available to rent, you may be able to rent one, but odds are you may have to buy one.
How much gold is that around these parts?
Hell if I know, probably a couple hundred at most.
We got that. We can work with that.
You happen to have a compass that works here that we could use for directions.
That too.
Not on me, unfortunately.
Is there a store, a general store in town we could gather one?
Again, everything you're looking for is going to be in Accord.
Also, Borgier, I just want to apologize about my friend peeking on your poker game.
Little George just kind of perks up after, he's kind of picking his teeth from his recent meal.
Look,
I
is there any other questions about anything that you need before
Is
you
there
leave?
anything dangerous on the other sides of the mountains near Baru? Near the river?
I don't know. I haven't ventured that far. I can't say for sure.
What do you know about the village of Morgan? And also, what do you know about a name Sergey?
Morgan is a quiet town, keeps to themselves. As you may have heard from Felix, Strahd's got eyes and ears everywhere. Maybe even here in Skald. Which is why I didn't say anything earlier. It's much more likely that most of his proxies are in Morgan, and definitely in Barovia. But one can't be sure. Morgan generally keeps to themselves and stays out of foreign business.
Sergey?
I don't know who you speak of.
Doesn't ring a bell. Understood.
Borgier,
Yes.
I appreciate your help, and I reach my hand out to shake his.
He shakes your hand.
I
I
just
give him
nod,
the head or the hat tip.
but I nod and make my way out of the alley.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm leaving too.
He says, but before you guys turn, he says, "Say, what's got you going all the way to Barovia, and what's got you asking about Strahd von Zarovich?"
If you
Felix
know
does.
Felix, you know he'll probably not want us to say.
It's up to you. But I know a little bit about Barovia and Strahd von Zarovich. I was just curious.
We're looking for something that belongs to him. That's
You
all
know
I'll
what
say.
we're talking about, we'll talk about it. If you don't, we'll be on our way. That's how I'm guessing this is going to go down.
I heard from Felix about a week ago. He may send some travelers here to the Shadowfell. Now, I deduce that it very much was the group of individuals that came into the tavern looking like they were from fuck all, bumfuck nowhere. I don't know exactly what you're here looking for. I'm assuming it's for some sort of artifact, as Felix has briefed me on. I don't know what, nor do I really care to know what. But all I can say is I wish you the best of luck. Be careful in Barovia. Barovia is a quiet town. Some would equate that with Strahd's forever looming shadow with their village too, but at first glance, it's not all that bad.
Until you get your blood sucked out in the night.
Surprisingly, with the amount of Strahd sightings, like I said, he hasn't been sighted for well over 100 years. Vampirism hasn't really been a problem in quite some time. But
I got one last question for you before I head out. So, from what I know of vampires and what my associates know of vampires, I thought to stock up on some silver ammo. Is Strahd affected by that at all? Do you know?
going by...
He ain't no ordinary vampire.
This is true. Going by the lore, I can't say it wouldn't hurt.
That's all I need to know.
It's not going to be less effective than a normal bullet.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I guess I wouldn't have many other options, but I'm just asking him if, like, silver in
It would be
general
nice
is,
to
like,
know if it was effective.
helps. Yeah. Like, I was just seeing if he knew.
If we could get a definitive answer.
Yeah. So I walk off and I tip my hat.
Okay.
And for what it's worth, I apologize for bringing attention to you like that.
You have uttered the words Felix Thibodeau in the Shadowfell. So, all I can say now is just be cautious. What's done is done.
Shadowfell knows.
He who shall not be named.
Felix Thibodeau.
Yeah.
So, if nobody has anything else to say or ask, Aurelius, he shakes your hand, and you guys bid
You really
farewell.
have to go walk all night to a court.
Shit, I wish someone would. I'm already walking off, but I wish someone would have said something about Ulrin Gretsch. Shit.
You could, you haven't walked away, I guess, if you want to say one.
Oh shit. Yeah, I asked.
I haven't
hey,
walked away yet either.
One sec.
By the
One
way.
sec. One more thing. I almost forgot off
Last
my
second,
list.
Silly. I was talking.
Ulrin Gretsch.
Do you know of a place where we could rest our head for the night before we have to walk all night to go to a court?
I'm sorry, but Skull just doesn't have anywhere that outsiders can stay. It's not that kind of town.
We'll make it. You're strong, right, Monk?
Yeah.
What'd you say, Cody?
Ulrin Gretsch. Last thing. I almost forgot on my list.
You know this, homie?
You know this guy? Yeah.
Oh, assuming you've read the Obelisk. If you're not,
Partly. I don't speak whatever language comes on that thing. I just know it's Orcish.
The Obelisk states Ulrin Gretsch, 2401 BCE to 2134 BCE, something along those lines. The wizard who was there when all else was lost. Ulrin Gretsch was an orc wizard, one of very, very few, who mysteriously lived several hundred years before dying of unknown causes in the year 2134 BCE. Long story short, when the vampires attacked Jericho in the material plane, they also attacked the Shadowfell. Ulrich and his army fended off many vampires and entities from the village of Skald. All the while, refugees were being taken to Accord. That happened a long, long ago. So, his name is cemented here. A local legend, if you will.
Do you know why perhaps the obelisk would give us one date and a road sign another?
Oh, the road sign was the year Skald was settled.
Oh.
2387 BCE. Settled here long ago, 2387 BCE, Ulrich. Ulrich also helped settle the town.
After he was dead?
No, before.
Oh wait, no, I see 2401. My bad, I'm getting dates mixed up. Yeah.
It's kind of yeah, because like BC.
It's because you're going from BC. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to go down.
Yeah. That does it then.
Well, good luck. I have to be getting back now.
You too?
Yep.
So,
Not looking forward to this walk.
So we
got a
walking
big
all night,
old
or are we
lake.
finding?
We're probably gonna get marks of exhaustion for this.
you guys are making the walk all the way back to Accord?
We don't really have a choice.
So, is there a lot of like open, barren space outside of Skald?
Somewhat, yeah.
We could just set up camp, and I'll have Brutus watch over us.
We do got a lot of valuables on us.
Do any of you have camping supplies?
I have a bedroll.
Bedroll.
I have a bedroll as well.
I have a
Everybody has a
tent
bedroll.
and a bedroll.
I was hoping more than one tent, but
I sure am not carrying enough tents for everyone.
I know that. I just gotta carry light, and I
Carry a
shake the
tent
guns.
for each of your bedders. Myself, I mean.
Okay.
How about this? You can sleep right outside my tent and hope that it covers you from the wind.
He's a funny guy.
Killjoy is kind of
I'm
rubbing
down
his
to
chin,
walk
thinking
the
about
8
it.
hours.
I'd rather
Paid
walk.
for it earlier. Oh, I wrote it down. That's why.
It's up to you guys, but I'm down to stay for the walk.
Oh no, there it is. I just had to scroll down.
I just wish we could just like wait here and then wait for the carriage to come by tomorrow.
Yeah, that sadly ain't how it works.
Yeah, I can't send a message.
Rap, with what you're thinking, like that would imply that somebody would take a carriage to Skull
Wait a
that
minute.
day.
That's a good
But
idea.
doesn't the path from Accord go past Skull? I mean, unless
There is a path connecting the two towns. Yes.
but I'm saying, like, so does the thing just not follow the path? Like, does the carriage just not follow that path?
That's like being lost in the forest and you come up on the road and you're like, I'm just gonna wait for a car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Do you understand?
we would have to either send someone to Accord to then go get it and then
I
come
was
back.
about to
So
say.
they don't
we all go
regularly
together.
Wait,
go.
wait.
We're
I was
just
about to
walking
say,
to Accord.
Wait a minute. The mage makes a good point. Druid, you can speak to animals, can't you?
Yeah.
Why don't you call a friendly little bird? I don't see why we couldn't write a message and then we send it off to Accord there. Then we make camp. How's that sound? We just attach a message on its foot, right? That's
Money.
how it works.
100-pound bag
Well,
of
we
gold.
can't send money.
to
I'm
the
sorry. I don't
merchant.
think.
Even
What
I'm
would
not
it-
foolish
what
enough
would
to
it
pay
read?
upon promises.
No offense.
What would it read?
Friends, I'd hate to point something out, but Felix did warn us about the roads, did he not?
Well, only after we collected the object of our quest.
We might need to. Never mind. Cancel that. We might need to walk there because if we send bird and messages, we're gonna draw more attention. And we just talked about not
a good
drawing
idea.
attention. Yeah, exactly.
We have a lot of very overt
Excuse me.
plans.
Yeah, too much. Well, we either make the walk or we take camp. I vote for the walk.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I
are we
think-
like exhausted? Are we good to make a trek?
You're pretty tired. You're pretty tired. And plus, you
I'm
just
gonna
like drank a bunch too, so like.
It would suck. It would suck. Yes.
Yes, you would suffer from exhaustion by the time you get to a
Yeah.
court.
Yeah.
I feel like the last thing we need is to be exhausted in an unfamiliar territory.
Why don't
so-
we
Yeah.
start the trek at least today, and just try to scout out somewhere where we could camp? That would
Why
be
not-
more safe.
Why not
Right.
set up right outside of town and have somewhere where we're nearby some kind of safety?
This place isn't necessarily safe. There's nowhere that's safe.
I feel like right outside of this small village is safer than in the middle of nowhere, Shadowfell.
That's true. Can we look for like a? Is there like much elevation to Skull at all?
Not in this area.
Okay, I was about to say like hug almost like a side of the elevation to the town, and then that way you're kind of like concealed a little bit, like almost like a cliffside. Yeah, I mean I don't see a problem with resting right outside of the town, I guess.
I do a spot check to see if there's any like dips in the ground around the town that would be large enough for us all to like actually comfortably fit in.
Look, maybe not right outside.
You do remember
No,
coming from
but
the
on the
forest to the
outskirts.
road? You remember coming from the forest to the road, you did come upon an embankment. So, like, the road is elevated. So, if you want to, like, lie in the ditch on the bottom of the embankment,
Yes.
traveling far, I guess.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Is that right?
elevation.
Oh wait, that's not near water, right?
Where?
No, that
At the
embankment was not
embankment.
near the water.
No,
Yeah.
no. I mean, yeah, no,
Okay,
you'd
yeah.
probably have to travel 15 minutes to get to the swamp.
Yeah. Okay.
Wonderful. We shall sleep in the ditch, just like the peasants back at home.
Right up your alley, right, Gilderoy?
Although I'm used to watching them and not being amongst them.
So that's the plan. You guys are venturing, probably like walking an hour or two and then resting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, doesn't shit suck? Giltroy.
I'm gonna rule it like this, just because I don't think there's been a time where you guys have really like slept in a place that was like,
So dangerous.
yeah. Well, no, I'll do this. So normally, after a short rest, you could roll a certain amount of hit die to regain HP. But since you guys are just sleeping on a ditch on the side of the road on a bedroll, I'll have you. You can roll a hit die to regain the rest of your an amount of your hit die.
So you can only roll one hit die? Is
One
that
hit
what you're
die,
saying?
yes. If you need
Okay.
HP,
Yeah.
I just need a nap.
yeah.
Yep.
Finding sleep in a ditch several miles from the village is very restful, especially with the forest being near and just the unfamiliarity. You guys are constantly waking up, falling back asleep, waking up, falling back asleep. As with sleeping in any new area, especially an area like this, you're almost sleeping with one eye open. So it's a
Probably
very
don't
Yeah.
feel good as you're sleeping in the Shadowfell too. You said it drains you.
yeah.
Like,
It's
you're
definitely
actually getting more exhausted while sleeping. It's kind of counterproductive. Yeah.
Well, you're not getting necessarily more exhausted. You're just
finding a
Doing
good
it
night's
1d3
rest in the
basic.
Shadowfell is hard, especially sleeping on like in a
Already?
ditch or whatever.
Yeah.
But for the sake, we won't have you suffer from exhaustion because you did get some sleep,
Huh?
but you aren't going to be able to utilize the full
Okay.
amount of hit die.
basic roll the D13. Did you mean to
Nice.
roll 1d3 basic?
Yeah, roll D13.
Okay.
what?
Negative
What-
D3.
What are you doing?
I just throwing out numbers, guys. All right.
How do you roll a negative 1d3 and get negative 1?
I did.
I don't understand that. What is even going on?
You gotta turn the die inside out, all right, and then you gotta fucking throw it at the table.
What?
God!
Wait, is it
Dig it
guaranteed
around.
to be
Bro.
negative one?
Guaranteed. Hold on.
Is anything
Untitled.
negative -1?
No, it's Wait,
Oh, you're
wait,
right.
that's
You roll
minimum.
2d5. Yeah.
Y'all
it
roll a
is,
goddamn
for
hit
sure.
die.
I'm good, dude.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
I don't
wait,
need
roll
HP. I
it.
don't need
Yeah,
HP,
wait.
so I'm good.
Okay.
You
Anyways,
just took
Alright,
minus
yeah,
two.
roll
rolled
your-
my
just
hit die.
minus 2d5.
roll your hit
Bro, I'm
die, gain the
taking
amount of
psychic
HP.
damage right
We're gonna
now.
move
Minus
on.
2d5 hit die.
Roll your hit die, amount of HP. We're gonna move on. So in the early morning hours, we'll kind of. In the early morning hours, as you guys have been, waking up and going back to sleep, waking up and going back to sleep.
Eating in and out.
Yes. With that, you all collectively kind of just decide to get up at whatever time. It's still pretty dark. However, it is noticeably lighter outside. You pack up your things. You begin to walk the extra 4 hours to Accord. And several hours into your trip, just kind of being faced with this fog and this never-ending road, you start to hear the gallops of horses,
Get off the road.
and then several,
Nazgul are coming.
probably like 20 seconds later, a large black figure comes, I guess, is like the silhouette is now kind of coming through the fog. And what appears to be a large, like, very ominous looking, evil kind of like carriage thing with like, obviously horses on the front. But, giving it a few moments, the black horses, come into sight.
I got off the road as soon as I said what I said.
Yeah. Giljoy's gonna take a step off the road.
Okay.
The cannon here.
So, from the thick fog, black shadows begin to form. Moments later, the shadows take form into 4 black horses, pushing the fog to their sides to make way for a sort of medium-sized to large carriage, like roofless carriage. As they come closer, I'm guessing everybody's off the road.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
As they come closer, the horses snarl and continue looking forward, really paying no attention to their surroundings. Sitting upon the carriage, holding the reins in both hands, a figure dressed in black, a brimmed hat kind of pointed down to where it's kind of obscuring his face. I want everybody to make a spot check real quick.
No can do, sir.
I think mine's +3. Jesus. Oh yeah, I should have just did the command because it rolls to Ryan.
Aha, now we all know what your spot check is. Trash.
Trash. It is bad.
So, Gildroy.
Still here.
Yes.
As this carriage is kind of trotting by, the man, taking a closer look at him, you can kind of see under the brimmed hat he appears to be human, white, but this like cheeks sunken in, very old. You can't quite make out his eyes, but just as fast as he came, he proceeds down the road, paying no attention to like looking around, thinking anybody's near him. Just a very ominous figure with black horses. And moments after seeing him go by, the horses kind of continue on. The trotting gets lighter and lighter, to where he eventually fades back into the fog on the other side of the road. You still hear the trotting for a little bit as it slowly and more slowly dies down back to a dead silence.
That man bears the visage of a corpse. Either that or he's terribly old.
I I like how you're envisioning old. Like it's like you see an old person. It's like, oh yeah, they're either old or just dead.
Yeah.
That's a fucking zombie, bro. I should control its mind.
So
That's Killjoy's thought
I
process.
don't disagree with you, Gilderoy, but that's an interesting viewpoint.
having this kind of shaken occurrence happen, you guys continue along the road, maybe being a little bit more cautious, maybe being a little bit more wary
Observant.
of, well, not really observant, but just whatever the equivalent is to like listening.
Alert.
Alert, yes.
Alert.
That's a feat.
My toad has alertness. Or I guess it's a frog.
Your toad. Pocket toad.
Pocket toad.
Full toad.
Continuing along the dirt path for several hours, or I guess in this case it'd be a couple more. A small sign, as you can see, kind of fades around the fog and sticks out of the ground. Inscribed on the wood in common reads, "The Township of Accord. Here rests the eternal souls of the refugees of Skald, 2377 BCE."
Oh shit.
I know.
Venturing onward, the fog dissipates over a large, open
Maybe that dude
wooden
that died
gate.
wasn't so great.
Venturing onward, the fog dissipates over a large wooden gate. The walls of Accord look to be at least several hundred years old, just by the wear alone. Stepping through the open gate, though, the village is seemingly not that much different than a village you maybe see in the forests of Alanmore, bearing the very Shadowfellic, I guess, architecture of the houses and shops, though not really poorly made, just utilizing the wood and the metal that gives everything their sort of dark appearance. On top of, like, everything being dark and the sky being gloomy, like I said, with the light kind of cracking through the clouds like lightning, everything is just kind of, like, dark and foggy. It's the Shadowfell. As you make your way down the main road, coming upon the first couple kind of shops and houses, it's nothing huge, kind of just small little places, but something feels wrong as you begin to notice the absence of individuals. Peering through the windows of shops, just kind of like glancing around and, trying to find somebody, shows no signs of life whatsoever. The doors are locked. Various tools and paperwork seem to be spread out across the desk, as if it were disturbed not long ago. As you guys are kind of investigating the area, kind of looking around, it just looks like everybody kind of disappeared. But shortly after, you begin to hear murmurs from further into the town.
Gilbert kind of
Is
starts
it coming from a
swaggering his
specific
way.
direction?
Sorry, Vigram, go first.
Is it coming from a specific direction or just all around us?
It's coming from the further into town.
Okay.
I don't halt my step at all. I'm like
Yeah.
right up there with Gilderoy.
All right, what
Yeah.
did you say, Gilderoy?
Gilderoy's just gonna swagger further into town, following wherever the noise is coming from.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm right there with him, not skipping a beat.
Walking further into the village, the murmurs increase. Rounding a few corners, you come upon what is essentially the town center. However, it seems as if most, if not all, of the townsfolk have gathered there.
I did too.
That's not good.
It's the luck
They're
one of the
probably gonna
times when
stone
the
someone
slaves
to
at one of my
death.
plantations have felled. Please.
Whispering amongst themselves, some of them are speaking fast, others emotionally kind of cover their mouths with their hands. One thing is for certain, though, something is definitely happening here. They're all seemingly kind of facing away from you, as if waiting for somebody to speak. So they basically all got their backs to you.
Can I?
Yes.
I want to say something real quick to the party.
Okay.
I'm gonna get to a whisper and try and like say it so everybody can hear it. We should probably split up amongst the crowd and kind of split ourselves off so we don't stand out so much and just see what's going on.
Yeah. I'm gonna
I'd
have
rather not.
Brutus just chill
Okay.
off where we were.
Yeah, the gorilla would kind of give it away that we're not from here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd rather stay near one of our, the more brutish ones around here. And he kind of looks at you, Aurelius.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
I'd rather stay around one of the more brutish ones. I am not so adept at,
All right, we can
handling
split off into
things.
groups. That's fine, but we shouldn't stay as a entire group. We can split off
Right.
into a couple at a time. So I'll go with you, Giljoy. Let's go this way, and I'll just walk off and to the right.
Okay. As you guys split off into groups, kind of meshing yourselves well with the crowd, unable to really pick up on much of what's going on. It just seems like a lot of whispering, murmuring, looking around at all the conversations, trying to pick up on exactly what's happening. A disheveled man pops up from in front of the crowd, his black bowler hat matting his dark brown hair to his head as it flows down to a mustache / 5 o'clock shadow combination. He looks like he struggles a moment maintaining his balance and doesn't really move back and forth in terms of like he's walking on a stage. So from what you can best deduce, he's like clearly trying to balance himself on some sort of box or something in order to get a viewpoint of the crowd.
Literally up on a soapbox.
Yeah. So as he kind of pops up, he begins to like try to correct his balance, and a voice surges above the murmurs as some like people have noticed this man kind of coming up. This voice exclaims from a part of the crowd, "I sure hope you have a plan." Another voice, a woman, speaks up, sort of near you, Gilderoy, as you kind of look behind you. This woman, "What am I supposed to tell my children? She won't understand the circumstances." Another voice, each louder than the last, a man coming from the other side of the crowd, "Should we evacuate, Sile? We need to hear more information." The man, this disheveled man in his black bowler hat, now maintaining his balance, stands up straight, trying to find the right words to leave his lips. He stutters for but a moment, but soon reclaims his position as the arbiter of this occasion. "I am sorry to leave you all in the dark about what has happened in Morgan. It was my full intention to gather the facts before I came to you with only speculation. I only ask that you forgive me as we move on to more important matters in the Shadowfell. First off, I want to be as transparent as possible with what we know is going on. Then, and only then, will we discuss the course of action Accord will take. What has happened here in the Shadowfell is something we have never seen before in recorded history." And with that, we will stop the session and pick it up next week.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, that's the cliffhanger.
Hell
The
yeah.
boys are back in town.
I want to be transparent. End.
I want to be transparent. Accidentally shuts off the stream.
I imagine it like it like starts graying out, and you're like, no, like the character.
You motherfucker!
And then they just pause for
And
a
then,
week.
yeah, the to be continued pops up, and you're frozen. Like,
for literally 7 days.
yes.
Okay, right. Now about my eye for an eye ability.
Well, hold on. So, like, does anybody have any, like, closing...
Yes, look at the map.
Yeah, you do need to check the map out.
Juicy? I'm seeing Juicy right now.
No,
Oh, my God.
Continue further left.
Oh, my
That
God.
was there the whole